Welcome everyone. Welcome back to back to my channel. Hanging out with HashBrown here. We got a familiar guest at the table here, Freddie. Everybody knows Freddie. Everybody loves Freddie. We got a new guest, new to some. Mike down here on the corner, member of Planet X, original member of Planet X.
OG member.
Yes. Let me tell you, one of the funniest guys you could ever meet. So yeah, we're just gonna hang out. We drank a little bit. You know, we chilling. Yeah. Mike down there, downtown, at you. So, yeah, hanging out, and you know, as we were setting everything up, you know, I did have a question since I got the laptop out, in case we have any big questions. But you know, I pulled up Google and I'm like, I've never hit the "I'm feeling lucky" tab.
I've only hit it once.
So we do have some experience in this
I
area.
really have only hit it once. And
Where did it bring you?
To nowhere. To nowhere. It brought me somewhere where it was like, I feel like it's more so for people who are like posting shit than it is for people who are looking for shit. You know what I mean?
Let's hit it.
Hit it.
'Cause I don't know. I've never hit the button. Whoa! Ah, you're exactly right. Brought up a bunch of worthless bullshit that has nothing to do with anything. I don't know. If you were feeling lucky, your luck just ended here.
What is that? Wait. Go back up.
What we're
What is
seeing
that?
now.
I'm seeing a lot of British Empire colonialism.
It's the
imagery.
Google, you know how they do the art for the Google tab? It's like, I guess every one of those. I don't know what this. I don't
think it used to be
understand it.
different back in the day.
What's this one of the guy with cash celebrating Elijah McCoy?
What would you be lucky for?
I don't know.
Wait, who is Elijah McCoy?
Who is Elijah McCoy? I have no idea. Is someone in the comments section gonna shame us? You don't know Elijah McCoy? On May 2nd, 2022, we were celebrating Elijah McCoy. His birthday, a black Canadian American engineer and inventor, revolutionized train efficiency with his inventions, 57 patents.
So wait, was this back in like the
1837, it says.
Okay, yeah, okay. That sounds about
So he was
fucking good.
talking
What
about
the fuck are
celebrating
you
Elijah
doing?
McCoy.
Don't mind me, don't mind me.
We got an
What the fuck are you
off-camera
doing?
guest, another backstage, behind-the-scenes guy. We're big props to him. He sets up a lot of our set that we have here. It takes a lot of time to put this set
I
together.
honestly don't even
We
know
tear
who
it
the
down.
fuck
We
he
put
is.
it up. We tear it down. We put it up. And that's good. That's what you want in a behind-the-scenes employee. You don't want the fucking stars to even know who they are.
But I also don't want to feel like, oh, I'm just a star and I don't need to know.
You're the fucking star
Who's
right now.
the
Listen,
fucking
my special
people?
guest. Come on. My
It's
special
not
guest here, they know
cool
they're
to not
stars.
know the people who are backing you. It's not cool. You gotta know. And so
You should know, but not
if
if you're
this guy
trying to be a
really
true
is
celebrity.
backing us, is this guy really backing? This
Now
guy's
here's a
backing
guy.
us.
A guy just walked
This
on
guy's
set,
backing us. Come here. Come here. This guy deserves some camera time. Come
see,
here.
I'm trying to make some more light
Come here.
This
Do
is a
more.
guy, he's off
Do
camera.
more than just put some shit in the fridge.
So he's walking around.
Oh, come on. What do you even got there?
Gonna make me so
This is our.
We got
our
Big
friend,
Dillis.
Fire, Big
We
Dillis.
got Dylan here
He has been
doing
videos
our
before.
fucking shit.
All those candles I just let blew out. I was trying to get some more light.
This motherfucker
He's a
been
good
on
guy.
these fucking shits with us. Been through this shit with us from fucking.
Well, a couple times. But
I mean, as many of the times that I've fucking been. But this motherfucker knows what the fuck's up, knows fucking shit.
He's a good guy.
He is a good guy. He's a
good guy.
really good guy.
We got a lot of
Really
good
good guy.
guys on the show. You know,
I'll let y'all have your
what's Dylan cracking into? Dylan's about making
Hey, you
dinner.
wanna hit this ball, bro?
I'm
You wanna
alright.
take a puff ski?
You sure?
You guys
Come
got
on,
that.
slide.
Oh, come on, man.
No.
Nah,
I'm
bro.
good, I'm good.
Hey, for real though. Fucking love you, bro.
Thanks, man.
Freddie's a big fan.
I am a big fan of
Who
Big
isn't?
Dillis.
Why?
When you meet Big Dillis,
Because
you
he's
interact
so
with him,
cool.
you'd be a big fan
Oh,
too.
fuck you.
So, yeah, you know, what else is going on?
Okay, so we clicked the I'm feeling lucky, and it just brought us to fucking shit.
Yeah.
Alright, so what else is going on?
What else is going on? What's going on in pop culture news?
I don't know, man. I had a really good day today.
You did. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I woke up late,
What did you have to go do?
hang out at the beach with my daughter.
Woke up late for that.
I woke up late, and I went and I hung out at the beach with my daughter,
Alright.
and we came back, and we were chilling, and we were watching stuff, and we were showing each other songs, and turns out she didn't sleep at all last night, so
was
she pulled a
excited.
me. I don't know about what she was excited about. She just decided, oh, I'm not tired and I'm not gonna sleep.
Freddie never sleeps.
It's rarely.
Honestly, I'll wake up with a text message from this motherfucker knowing that we got to work at 7:30 in the morning, and it's from 4:30 something in the morning, and I'm just like, damn, you know, yeah, Freddie, you know, never.
But
sleeps.
my daughter was like, oh, I haven't slept, and I was like, baby girl, you're gonna fucking start falling out at like this time. Where the fuck did HashBrown just fucking go?
Beast out. He tried to be stealthy, but it's pretty obvious.
Tried to put some more light.
Anyway, so I was like, yeah, baby girl, you're gonna fucking conk out about this time. She was like, no. I was like, all right, let's go to the beach. Let's fucking do whatever. We went to the beach. We came back. We started doing whatever. And sure enough, it was about that time. She started conking the fuck out.
She was done.
She was just falling asleep while we were trying to like show each other songs and shit. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking have this, baby girl. I was like, go fucking lay down. Go get some rest.
It's time.
Got more light. Might be a little harsh.
Dude, and no, this was, I do want to tell this story right now because this is one of the funniest stories that I have of my fucking daughter. It was when she was less than 2 years old, and she was just learning how to walk, and she decided that she wanted to fucking go ham and be bold and just walk all around the bed when it's time for her bedtime. And I was like, no, like, it's time for bed, like, you gotta lay down. And she just kept getting up and walking around and yelling and screaming, throwing a tantrum. And I was like, yo, you gotta lay down, you know? And after a few times, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let you do your thing. You do your thing. So it got to the point where she was getting up, walking around, yelling and screaming, meh, 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 falling over because she couldn't fucking walk yet, getting back up, yelling and screaming, meh, 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 falling over. And this happened so many times. I would imagine like 11 or 12 times, and on the 12th time, she finally, meh, meh, and fell over and face planted and just didn't get back up. And I like reached over, I like made sure she had the pulse and was still breathing.
It was good.
She's good. All right, cool. It's bedtime now.
Sorry, I missed a lot.
No, it's cool, dude.
You know-
What's one of the best? Because I'll share one more with you. Because this is one of the best memories that I have of my daughter. I went to go wake her up from a nap one day, and how I normally would wake her up is I'd come in soft and I'd be, you know, and then be like, all right, hey, if you're not actually, you can get her up, you know. And so I'd normally come in and give her a kiss on the head or the cheek or whatever. Okay, she's not up yet. All right, come on, give her a little one of these. It's time to wake up. All right, no, you're not up yet. All right, hey, come on.
Start
Nana.
smacking her shit.
Yeah. A little bit, you know. Get a little aggressive with her. You know? But No, I went to go wake her up one day, and I went and I came and give her a kiss, and she woke up, and she was just like, oh yeah, and I was like, all right, cool, and I went to go like do my thing, and she straight grabbed my head. She grabbed my head as I was like going away to do shit, and she pulled me towards her and gave me a little kiss.
I do.
And I
love
was
that.
like, oh my god, like, that's one of the sweetest fucking things ever.
You know, it's hard for me to say what I guess my favorite memory is, because there's so many fond ones.
There
you know,
are,
and
there really are.
it's hard.
That's
but,
just
you know,
that's
I
just
can
one that
remember,
stands out to me.
I can remember something similar to that because you know, when my son was real young, you know, I can remember bringing up to my girl just like, you know, I felt a certain type of way because he didn't want me like to sleep on or anything. You know, when he was still under a year. And I mean, obviously, while the mother's giving him milk, you know, there's nothing really I can do for him. But you know, I was like, fuck, you know, I felt like that. Like I just wanted, you know, my baby. But now I think of it, and he's all over me when he sleeps. Whenever he doesn't never go to mama. Like just last night, you know, and so it's those moments where I'm like, man, you know, it's.
When I first started,
This
like,
is tobacco pipe.
oh, absolutely, we're just smoking CBD flower.
Mm-hmm.
That's all
Get
it is.
yourself some. It's fun. It's enjoyable.
You can get it at your local gas station.
Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah,
not expensive.
They usually spray it. Oh, I forgot to turn the no location on. Or I mean the do not disturb. So if my phone shakes, I got a text message.
It's all good. Either way.
Part of the process.
Is the fucking audio on though? Yeah, okay, it is. We checked it before we started, but you never know. My luck, you know.
But yeah, dude, motherfucking cause we used to have, and I mean we still do. It's not like I see my daughter pretty much whenever my daughter and I want to see each other. You know.
That's good.
And when she was growing up, like, every time I'd go to pick her up from her mom's house, she'd be like, no, I don't want to leave mom. I don't want to leave mommy. I don't want to have anything to do with daddy. I don't want to leave mommy. And I'd be like, yo, you gotta leave mommy. It's time to come to bed. Right? And then she'd come with me, and immediately after she'd come with me, she'd be cool. And then when I'd go to drop her off, it'd be, no, I don't want daddy to leave. No, I don't want to stay with mommy. I don't want daddy to leave.
I mean, kids do that. Like, you know what my son
And I mean,
says?
I get it.
Every time
They want
he
the
says
best
it to
of
me,
both worlds. They want all of it. They want everything.
When I discipline my son and like my girls at work, where he's like, I just miss mommy. He's crying and he just missed mommy. But you know what? To her, he says, oh, I just miss daddy. You know, and kids do these kind of things.
That's funny.
You know, but yeah, I don't know. Makes you think about, well.
So when was the first time that you knew that you were going to be a father, and you knew that it was not anything that was avoidable, and you knew that it was absolutely going to happen?
You know, it was
And you know what?
It was strange.
I kind of envy you, dude. I kind of envy you.
I appreciate that.
Because
I mean, hey,
well, no, because with and even with my baby mama, I wish I could have made it work out better, because I realized that with my baby mama, I was a big part of the problem.
I only make my relationship work by the grace of God. By all means, I should have lost it several times over. You know, and I try and get better. And thankfully, you know what? I don't know. My girl's the biggest
maybe
blessing
I
have
lost mine, dude.
in my life.
I lost mine because I wasn't able enough to fucking, whether that be through God or through fucking strength of.
Or us just, you know, what
You
I
know,
felt
just
is
learning.
like me not taking care of the blessing God had given me. You know, me taking it for granted. Once upon a time, I
taking
treated
it for
her like
granted.
everything.
Oh
and
my
this
God!
and then
you know what my
I got
thing was?
comfortable.
You know what my thing
and
was?
it
You know what my thing was? I was always saying that she was being selfish, when I was the one that was being selfish. and it was my
Trust me,
selfishness.
I
that
have a
was
long way to go,
provoking
but
that
I've
fucking
came through a lot, you know.
seeing her being
Um,
selfish.
But no, when I knew, okay, so my son, and I know this for a fact. So we were living in Denver at the time, where there was like 90-something% coverage of that eclipse. And
Oh wait! This was
yes.
back in
2017.
Yeah.
That eclipse, we were at 90-something% coverage where we were at. So Kira was visiting from El Paso, and I mean we had been smoking hella weed. I mean, literally probably. So much compacted within these few days, it was unreal. And this was one of those days that was just in the middle, and we went down to the park and we watched the eclipse, and we went back to the apartment I was staying at, and we made coitus. And, this is, for the kids. We made coitus.
You could
put
say
it
you made
scientifically.
love.
I remember
Unless it wasn't actually
at the part when I was
making
just
love.
putting the on coitus.
Right when he was sticking that
Yeah,
snake
well, no,
down the hole.
I said to myself, and remember, I wasn't a super big Christian like I am now. I mean, I had some sort of faith or whatever, but I remember saying as I dumped seed inside my woman that, hey God, if you really want me to have a kid, right, now is going to be the time. Because I had always held myself to years ago I had made a promise to myself I was going to kill myself before I turned 28 if I didn't have anything to live for. And, Kira went back to Texas. And
That's so
I
funny,
was, I can
bro.
remember exactly where I was
That's
walking. I
so
was walking,
funny.
I had just gotten like a coffee or something. And, I seen a call from my girl, and I kind of, something I already knew, and I answered, and she said she went to the gas station because she still smoked, prior to this, she still smoked cigarettes. And she was like, I went to wherever, and I got a pack of cigarettes, and I got a pregnancy test. And she took a pregnancy test first. She never smoked another cigarette still to this day.
Thank
yeah, no, she didn't even open that pack. I ended up smoking it when I went down.
Dude, that's something that pissed me off about my baby mama. She smoked up until like a month before our daughter was born.
That's
and I
rough.
was
Trust me,
like,
my woman
always
is
trying to get her to stop, and I was like, yo,
and and
I'm
I
stopping.
think
You
about
should stop
all
too.
the different
And she's
girls
like,
that I
no.
had messed around with, and the curse it would have been on my life. Could I imagine having had some baby with one of these cold-hearted
oh my
girls?
god.
Oh
my God. There's one or two that I'm like, this might have been better.
Oh, at the time I thought it would have been my dream.
But at the same time,
now I look
there's
and I'm
a
like,
few of
thank you,
them,
God.
and even the same ones that I'm looking at like, oh, this might have been better. Like even though, no. I am so thankful for my daughter and who she came from and when she came and who the fuck she is now. She is such a beautiful person. It's fucking amazing.
It is. Children are an amazing thing.
Children they're the fucking grace of God.
But
they're the grace of the universe.
It's crazy to think, okay, we were all children. We are, and so what?
So this is what we were talking about last time. Like, what do you grow from a child, or do you
once were a child?
Form from
it's not like, well, I was a child and then I became a teenager.
Hold on.
You grew into one.
Let's hear something from this guy over here.
I know. See, that's why I hate this setup. We're trying to get
I want all of us in here
built up so we can get a different setup, but
have some words, please.
Well, I can't contribute. with
Exactly. Mike
children
doesn't have kids.
in that way, but
Mike's a player.
How do you feel about wanting children?
I definitely would want children.
Okay, so if it's not getting too deep, because
This is the first time they've met.
this is the first time
This is so.
that Mike and I have met. So I'm gonna ask Mike some very personal questions.
If he doesn't want to respond,
If he's okay with it.
because we are
Alright.
live on the internet.
If he's okay
So
with it. If you're
So
not
far,
if,
so good.
We're
if
in the
you're
fucking
not-
hot
if
seat
you're
now.
not if you're not okay with it, all you have to say is you're not okay with it, and I will back the fuck off.
Okay.
I promise.
Freddie's gonna ask Hold on, is this?
That's
Did I
cool.
invite a fucking Fed over to my house? What's going on my hanging out with HashBrown?
Oh, I'm interrogating for sure.
Yeah.
This
We got the
Pokemon shirt.
Feds here.
This
He's
Pokemon
trying to
shirt.
fit in with
It's
everyone else.
it's just
Mike,
to
I
fit
am
in.
gonna
If only they
forewarn
could
you.
see that
I am
line,
gonna-
just the kind
exactly.
that would be
Oh,
like
here.
burning into my skull.
No, I am gonna warn you, Mike. Freddie has a photographic memory. He
do.
pretends he does not to fit
do.
in.
Seriously? Okay.
Dude, I'm
do.
telling you. He can be like,
Fair warning,
oh,
that's
I think I seen that movie, and then recall a whole scene perfectly, and he's like, nothing leaves
Actually,
his brain. He pretends he's like,
did the
I don't
whole,
remember.
you
know,
what's his name?
but-
Jeffrey Rush.
You know.
The monologue that he does to Keira Knightley in the first
Listen,
Pirates
I
of the
don't know.
Caribbean
And
movie.
don't let his words sway you. He's a sorcerer.
Keira Knightley only has 3 lines in that whole scene. Other than that, and it's an entire monologue with Jeffrey Rush.
Do you have any Shakespeare memorized?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
See? All he needs is to read it one time. He was about to say just a little bit, all of Macbeth. You know what
I do really love Macbeth. I do really love Macbeth. But
So
no.
anyways, well, I guess continue with your interrogation.
Mercutio is
Oh,
probably my
E2
favorite
Brutus.
character. Oh my god, he is so good.
He said, E2, my player boy.
"This is she. This is she."
I think we should rewrite
Come on,
rewrite
Marcus,
Shakespeare's words in
Dude.
modern language. You know?
I'd be,
Dude, that was that. Oh my god, that whole shit. Anyway, so gonna ask. All right, not having any kids.
So let's get to know him, don't you? I mean, you want to wine and dine him first before you dig in here, you know? I mean, it's the first time they've met.
Well, that's part of whining and dining is you gotta get to know them.
Ah, he's giving you the meat first. He says, hey, first course.
He's
came
already
prepared.
drank one of my steel reserves.
So, I mean,
You know.
Oh, the old prison rules. You owe me. You owe me now.
So you don't have any kids.
I don't.
Okay.
He's great with my son, by the way. Great uncle. to my
Okay,
son.
so
I do
that's
love
awesome.
kids.
So when you're with someone else's kids, what is your outlook on that? Is it I need to protect this child at all costs, and it like secondary I need to discipline this child, or is it I need to discipline this child, or I need to protect? Or what is it? What is it?
You know, if it was a child I felt like I was comfortable enough with me to accept discipline, I would feel that way. But if it's just a miscellaneous child,
Stranger's
I want to
child.
make sure that child's protected. Definitely.
Okay.
That
All
that
right.
makes sense.
All
Because
right.
like you said, he's my son is his nephew, and so he's real good with my son. My son loves him and everything, and yeah, in that position and whatever, trying to teach my son to respect people, by all means, Mike could discipline my child, but yeah, if you try and discipline a stranger's child,
Right, yeah.
you don't want to be that guy.
No.
Shame the parent.
But how many
instead.
times do you see children and you think to
Oh, that
yourself,
they need
like,
discipline.
That kid needs some
Mhm.
serious
Mhm.
discipline. Yeah, definitely.
And see, that's where we draw a line between, like, okay, we're trying to rid bullying out of schools and everything, but when you're not able to shame a person in a society, you do stand the very real potential of the society falling apart in ways like this. Because if you can't shame a parent for not undisciplining their child, how then will you ever convince that person that they need to discipline their child?
Okay. So, in the same sense, and I don't mean to play the devil's advocate here,
Go ahead, play it.
but if you have what was it?
We were talking about said shaming another parent.
Yeah, shaming. So shaming. Not to play devil's advocate, but if you have bullies, shaming
is bullying. It essentially.
Yes, and they are bullying and they're shaming
No, I
someone or something for not being up to
par or their standard.
exactly.
Exactly. I agree with that. And
But so So if we can look at that, and we can look at some instances of that, and be like, okay, some of that's fucked up.
Some of it is fucked up because it can get so awry.
How could we not look at the same situations where shit's going on and parents are being like, oh, this is this and this is that, and there are other parents being
and
like,
that's
oh,
where the
shit.
question lies, because it's a fine line, because by
Yes,
all means
it's
we
such
need
a
to have
fine
some
line.
way of saying,
Did I pass
you
this
know,
water?
collectively as a society, like, hey, you know, that's not cool. This isn't in society's best interest. But there aren't really any close knit
So
towns
see,
like
that's where
You know,
where
because
shit gets really
exactly,
fucked,
because then you
dude.
start people. That's why morals are essential, because you know, it gets when you're trying to do it to one person's without a higher standard.
No.
Because we're not talking about the Puritans
no,
and witch hunts. That's
no,
also
no,
a construed.
no.
What are you saying? How are you
Because if
perceiving
you're
it?
gonna talk about morals,
Well, I'm
and
saying by what
standards.
standards? If we were to do that as a society, it couldn't be based on just one person's ideal.
Exactly. So
So what's the
I'm
standard?
sorry.
Where do you derive
I'm
it?
sorry. I don't want to kick a dead horse, and I'm sure this wasn't our goal coming on here, but I feel like I have to talk about Uvalde.
Evolving? What you said?
Uvalde, Texas. The fucking shooting. Where all of the cops were
Exactly.
told not to
because
go in
as a society,
to help
those
the fucking...
men, you know, those,
And you had parents outside attempting to go in, and the police were stopping these parents from going in.
well,
I'm sorry, I would have caught a charge or died that day.
I don't think that there's a parent in America who agrees with what the police did. I don't think there's anyone who's not getting paid who doesn't agree with the police did. But the thing is that as a society, because we
So
can't hold them
regardless,
we can't hold them accountable in any way.
Regardless of if it was a conspiracy or anything like that, or if some fucking higher up was giving them the fucking shit, like,
Well, I'm saying
there
as a
has to
society.
be, as a
What do
society,
you
we
do?
all fucking come together in this fucking shit, but there has to be that one person. There has to be that fucking mutation, bro. That one fucking person that says, no, we're not gonna fucking stand for this, and fucking go in and save their fucking
exactly.
kid.
And there should have been, and it's unbelievable to be like, man, there wasn't. You know,
It
really
is
unbelievable.
unfucking believable.
It really is. You know, but you know, you ask, because I feel like it affects all society. Something like this is just outrageous, and like we said, unbelievable. It's beyond. That's
It's
why everyone's trying to
absolutely
process it
outrageous.
in different ways. But it's, you know, we as a society, what could we do? Because you know, in my eyes, you know, those police officers should be, and you know, I know it's not going to be politically correct, but those police officers should be kind of shamed. They were the ones in the position. They were, you know, in.
That's what I'm saying.
In
The
what
whole
world
shaming
should,
thing.
should they be? Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to shame some motherfuckers?
Well, yeah,
like,
no, exactly.
Fuck
And
these
that's
dudes who sat there and who were in the line of duty, who took a fucking oath to fucking
to do this very thing.
exactly. Like I
But-
was saying when I was talking about if you're scared, go to church. Like, you knew the job was dangerous when you took it.
I'll tell you.
If you
I can tell you
didn't
something
fucking want to
ironic.
take that fucking danger, don't take that fucking job.
Because
Don't sign up
it's
for it.
true.
Don't be a fucking bitch.
Seriously, like, I mean, literally leading right up to that point. Like, for about 2 years, I worked for the state of Florida as armed security officer. So it's nothing to do with,
I
like,
got
police
two feds on the
couldn't
show.
arrest, anything
Yeah.
like that. But we had to sign documents and everything saying if we saw forcible.
So you were basically protecting state buildings, like, as a security
Armed
officer.
security.
That was
As an
only
armed
that
security
was
officer.
part of it. The other part was like what we called escort and protect, and that meant that like
Oh wait, so you were
technicians
doing
would,
like
like-
intelligence shit?
it was
too?
like technicians would have to sometimes upgrade or service ATM machines,
Okay.
and this was in like by Disney and shit.
Oh,
and I
okay.
had
Wait,
no
wait.
idea.
What year was this? What year was this?
This was like this was right after the that shooting in the nightclub in Orlando.
Oh, so this
okay.
was right
So
after
20
what,
okay.
2016?
It
Yeah.
must have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Pulse.
And
Yeah,
like,
Pulse
and it was
nightclub.
down there, so things were kind of
Fucking
crazy.
shout out.
Right. I mean, that was terrible. Like, and that just happened to happen right before I started my duty. Like, because it took me a while to get my licenses and everything, and to take like their exams. But it just makes me think that we have to like agree that if we see a forcible felony would be everything y'all are talking about.
Yeah.
You know, with somebody with a gun coming at kids.
Yeah.
And if I did,
I mean,
I'm just saying.
Like
yeah,
what?
No, yeah,
Like
like
what?
that, if that doesn't meet the criteria,
Let's just say I'm
you know,
security
yeah,
there.
it's-
I am there.
Yeah.
It doesn't as security.
Mhm.
I'm
And
there.
that's another thing that comes down to like cops like shooting people who are unarmed and like all these
Right.
unarmed shootings and things like that. Like there are certain criteria that has to be met, even for soldiers, American soldiers who are
Oh,
on
yeah.
foreign soil.
The rules of
Yeah.
engagement.
Engaging
Yeah.
a foreign
Mhm.
enemy,
Mhm.
they have to meet those
Exactly. but cops
criteria
aren't telling
before
you
they
that.
even think about pulling the trigger. Yeah, and the cops don't fucking get that. And I
I
feel
mean,
like
there's a lot
so
of
many.
things, and that's one of the reasons why I want to do one of these First Amendment audits, because this is a way you can make a lot of money, because it's almost guaranteed they're going to violate your rights.
So
Uh,
hold on. So like, what's worse here, fellas? What's worse?
What is right?
A police officer? No. You know what? I already know the fucking.
Ask
answer.
us the question.
So this is like one of those would you rathers that we were playing earlier at fucking
Okay.
work. Like, would you rather be the police officer that forcibly fires onto an unarmed fucking
Civilian.
suspect, thinking that they are armed, and possibly kill them or mortally injure them, whatever? Or would you rather be the cop outside of the fucking school, heeding the fucking word to not go inside the school while there's a fucking armed insurgent inside the fucking school threatening the lives?
Well, I
fucking
feel like, you know
elementary
what? As sick as it is, you definitely rather be the cop killing an unarmed civilian. Because you know
Absolutely.
what? How does the police officer
Absolutely.
even justify this situation?
Absolutely.
Like we've been saying, if this doesn't meet the criteria of, you know,
That's why it's a fucked up question to ask.
Exactly. You know, because as fucked up as it
I
is,
would never want to be that person to take the life of an unarmed civilian.
No, and that's wrong, and they do.
But
it way
I
too
would
often.
do that in a heartbeat over not within
Well, at
my
least you
own
could
fucking
at least try and
faculties
defend
going
yourself.
to help.
As wrong as it is, they have the classic excuse of, oh, it was a pear in his pocket.
Well,
I
see,
thought it was a grenade.
That's the thing.
You
That's
know,
the
they-
thing that I see
'cause
on every
what-
one of
what
these
can you
fucking things,
say-
because you have at
Exactly.
least 3 other weapons that you can reach for before you
Oh.
reach for that gun.
You know.
You have your nightstick.
Well, what? You had the one
You
cop who
have
killed somebody,
mace.
and they were like, "Well, I thought it
You
was
have
my
a taser.
and I
I
blasted
didn't even
him."
hear about that shit. That
Oh
shit
yeah.
sounds
Oh,
fucked.
she got away with it. You know.
That's shitty.
Yeah.
Wait,
and
are
it's
you
like,
talking about the Amber Geiger?
I'm not even sure. I mean, so many names go across the board now. I can't even honestly tell you. But no, you know, it is a rough thing. But I feel like everyone feels the same way. Like, how do you even justify that?
Yeah, no, like
You know, like these were the guys who were literally they signed up for that position to put themselves on the line now.
And then when it came
You
down
know?
to it, they
and
said,
that's where
no.
we say publicly
no,
as a
I don't wanna
society,
do
because
it.
what? Okay, so say that these officers, they're not going to face any charges or anything
I'm
like
sorry,
that.
but like
They
I,
might resign from that local
I
police
could
department.
never do
But
something
they're
like
probably going to continue to be police officers.
that. I
and
could
now hopefully
never
their own
do
guilt
something like that
and
just
shame
for the
bites them,
own.
but-
Just I'm a pussy at that point.
Well, I'm saying,
a pussy at that
I'm
point.
saying, what should we do as society? Because you know what? They're not publicizing.
You know
the
what I'm saying?
names
That's
of
like
these
someone being
officers.
like, "Hey,
They have,
call your bluff.
what,
call your bluff.
Answer
Hey,
me this.
bluff
Answer
called.
me
Call
this.
your bluff."
Answer
You
me
know?
this, dog.
You gotta
Why-
do it at that point. You
why are
gotta
they
do
gonna-
it at that point.
Why are they gonna fucking publicize every time when they do kill somebody, an unarmed civilian? They have no problem putting that civilian's business out there, their past record, all that shit. But for something like this, they aren't putting, oh, and it was Officer X, Y, this and that, like, everybody should be knowing these names as far as I'm concerned, because you know what, if we should see them in our town, you should, I mean, how could you let that guy come to your town and be a police officer? Knowing that he's just there to try and catch, get you in a ticket, because he's not about to do anything.
Let's go back.
And that's where the question of the shaming in society.
Okay. So let's go back to something. All right. Because there is such thing as
grab another one.
There is such thing as a precedent. Okay. Excuse me.
What's the precedent?
What-
here? You don't want to dox these boys?
What was the last big school shooting that went down in America before this last school shooting?
I couldn't even tell you.
It was Parkland.
Was that probably the last mass one? You're probably right. Because, you hear about
It was
smaller
Parkland.
shootings
And
in
that dude's
schools all
just
the
going
time.
on trial, like just getting ready to go on trial now. Okay? So, what happened at Parkland? Do you guys remember? The school resource officer was a fucking pussy. And he fucking like barricaded himself
Yeah, I
outside
do
the
remember
fucking
hearing
school and
that.
he didn't fucking go in. And everyone fucking was like berating him and being like, yo, dude, fuck you, do your fucking job.
Mhm.
Right? So now, this resource officer who, after that, I heard he was on fucking trial or on some shit, being like, he should have fucking done more to do shit. But then, like, after it was brought up, like, no one ever heard of it again. You know what I mean?
That's the way it goes. I mean, police unions, are a very
So-
powerful thing.
Like, that's a precedent now for these police officers to be like, oh, it's a big school shooting. We don't have to fucking go in there. We don't have to fucking actually do our fucking job
Well,
that we signed up for
that's
and
the
put
thing.
ourselves in harm's
Police-
way to protect elementary school kids.
Police aren't
They
here
said
to
we
serve and
didn't have to
protect.
fucking do that.
Police are
No,
here
they're
to
there to make a
protect
paycheck.
property.
They're there to make a
Police
paycheck. They're
police
there to
do
make a
not
paycheck.
protect you,
and that's
they protect
that's
property.
No. So I'm sorry, but that's something
You know they're there for a paycheck.
that and that's the biggest fucking shitty shit, and that's something that ruins
Exactly, because their
everything.
kids get college.
No.
They get pension.
No.
They get this
So,
and that.
something that I'm gonna say right now, and I hope everyone fucking takes this to heart, because I've said this so many times before. I will say it so many times again. This is the first time that I'm gonna fucking say it on fucking camera and live. Fuck you. Goddamn. Once you turn anything into an industry, you essentially destroy it. You essentially destroy it. If you have people who are coming into the police academy because they want to make a difference, because they actually do want to be heroes, because they do want and have a desire to put themselves in
Well, they might
the
start
fucking
that way.
line of fucking shit and to be able to fucking do that, that's great. But then you have a bunch of other people coming in just on the basis of getting a paycheck to be able to do this job. Those people don't have a fucking passion for that job. Those people don't have a care for the citizens in their fucking community. Those people only want to make money for themselves, and those people will make mistakes out there in the streets. The same can be fucking said about music, all right? The music industry. Once you turn that into a fucking industry, it gets fucked up. If you have musicians and actual artists that are putting real art and real music out there, and you have people who actually believe in that music and that art, funding them to be able to let them go on tour and cut albums and do shit like that, then that's fucking dope. But once you start to get into the fucking formula bullshit and just the fucking pop hype and all that fucking shit where everything's the fucking same, and then you have the entire 90s songs from the fucking Backstreet
We got a
Boys,
special guest
fucking
popping in real
in
quick.
sync,
It's
fucking
my brother, Mike's brother also. It's his birthday.
What's up?
What's up? Big dog Aaron. U.S.
What the
Army.
fuck's
Big
going on,
26
man?
today.
Hanging out.
What you guys doing?
About to freaking, I guess, watch
They're
a movie.
young and wild.
Yeah, we're trying to
You
be.
know.
Well, I guess maybe.
Where the hot bitches at, man?
I don't know. Nah, I
They
don't know.
went fucking bitch hunting last night, dude. They didn't come back till what, 5 something in the
Yeah.
morning.
Man, how does Nate bag all the girls my age?
Does he? I don't fucking know.
I don't know
Nate
that.
bags all the hot chicks my age. How the fuck does he
I don't
do
know.
that?
That's awesome.
He can't
We'll
even.
have to get
He
Nate
can't
on
even
one
take a.
day.
He can't even tape a box. How the fuck does he bag all the hot bitches
I don't
my
know.
age?
He does have a fake Louis.
Does he?
Wait, what? Oh, the fake Louis
The
Vuitton
fake
jacket?
Louis jacket.
Hey, that only works in the winter though, bro.
He don't.
It's
he'll wear
summertime
it
now.
anytime.
It's summertime now.
He says, "Baby girl, you see this? I'm iced out." But
Yeah.
love you, man.
All right. I'll see y'all soon.
See you
Take it
later.
easy, man.
All right.
Good guy. Great brother to have. Great friend.
I've only met him a few times, to be honest. He's a solid cat, from what I know. But either way, man, whatever I was just saying before, times 1,000.
Times 1,000.
Times 1,000. Whatever I was just saying before, times 1,000.
So, well, we and yeah, you know, and I feel like everybody does feel the same way about that. Like, how could you even have another? I haven't met a single person with another opinion on that, as far as like defending the police go, or, you know, I haven't met a single person like that.
Hold on, wait. If we're gonna be doing this, and we did talk about this,
What are we talking about?
I
We're just
feel
hanging
like
out.
we have to talk about Obama's tweet.
Is that real though? I don't know if that's even real.
I hope it's not. I would hope.
I hope it's not real.
I would
And, you
hope
know, I mean,
deep in my heart, I would hope that it's not.
You know, we saw some tweet. One of the guys that we work with showed us some tweet. Well, he didn't show it to us. He read it to us. It was apparently from Obama, and it was just it was
said-
saying something about
because I've got a
I'll
photographic
I'll
memory.
graze over it.
'Cause
We
I've
don't
got a-
need,
no,
we-
'cause I've got a
like I said,
photographic
I
memory.
don't know if it's true.
Because
And
I've
so
got
I
a
don't want
photographic
people,
memory. This
you
is
know,
this is what the tweet pretty much said. Obama said, "As we grieve the losses
you know, let me look.
of Uvalde, Texas, we must not forget that it was 2.5 years ago today, or something like that, that George Floyd was killed under the knee of a police officer, something like that. His
Okay,
death
it says 2 days ago
still-
from the Washington
his
Examiner.
death still lives with
Worst
us."
tweet ever. So maybe it was real.
No, and this is my thing, is just a week ago,
I'm not sure.
just a fucking week or week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago maybe, we had someone in Upper New York who wasn't even from that state, was from a totally different state, travel to that state with guns to go to what he knew was a low-income black community to commit what he admitted was a racially fucking motivated fucking crime.
I didn't hear about that.
And Obama had nothing to say and nothing to tweet at that time. But when 5-year-olds get fucking killed, Obama says, "Oh, we got to remember George Floyd."
Oh, here's the tweet here.
Here it is.
It says, and I'm guessing this is real. I'm reading
Tell me if
this-
I'm too far
I'm
off.
reading this from New York Post website. As we grieve the children of Uvalde today, we should take time to recognize that 2 years have passed since the murder of George Floyd under the knee of a police officer. His killing stays with us all to this day, especially those who loved him. And it's just like, to me, in my
Was
eyes,
that too far off from what I said?
No.
That was pretty pretty
almost
close,
spot on.
right?
See, he pretends to not have one. But like I said, we didn't read it, it was read to us. So don't let him fool you. No, so
How can you say this?
in my
Obama?
eyes, in
No,
my eyes,
I'm
it's part
talking
of an
directly
agenda.
to you, Obama. I'm talking directly to you.
He does subsidy.
Former President, Mr. President Barack Obama. how could you possibly remind us all of an African American man who had a fucking
He was killed.
no, he had a fucking record. He had he
So
was
the
he
fuck
was a
what?
felonious motherfucker.
I'm
was-
a
he-
felon.
Yeah, and if you died right now,
That's
would it
exactly
be
what they
so
would bring
fucking
up.
tragic?
They would
Would
say-
it be
they would
so
say-
fucking tragic? If
to-
I
to
died
certain
right
people,
now,
it would be,
I'm
yeah.
not felonious. But if I died right now, would it be so fucking tragic? No, but it is fucking tragic that this fucking motherfucker went and shot up motherfuckers in a fucking elementary school. 5-year-old kids died because this stupid kid went in on his stupid agenda and did this fucking shit, and you want to bring up racially motivated shit.
I feel like it's by design. I feel like.
And
you
you
know,
didn't do that 2
to
weeks
know that
ago
that's gonna anger
when
and upset
there
people,
was
further divide them. You know,
it's
that's exactly what it's gonna do because
mean, if
people are
you-
gonna read it and say what the fuck and this and
Yeah.
that, and there's gonna be people who, you know, blindly support Obama. There's gonna be people who don't hear
Yeah.
about it. But it's what it
'Cause-
does is say, oh well, as much as I hate police, I can see already that what it does is incite more anger towards police. They want people to say, oh well, the police didn't do nothing here. The police just can kill innocent people. But you know, they're trying to push a narrative. And as much as I don't agree with a lot of police or this
So
and
then
that,
wait, what's
I don't
the
like having a
fucking
narrative pushed to me.
then? What's the narrative then?
what's the narrative? Chaos.
If you,
You
work,
know?
if you do work on common
Hatred.
sense,
Anger.
common sense would tell you if you have a platform like a former president, you would like. Cause think about how much on point we have to be on our jobs. You fuck up a little bit and you're screwed.
Dude,
So you're
I
telling me
just
a
heard
president
about
could
this
get away with
fucking
that?
shit about how
There's no
Marilyn
way.
Manson someone tried to Me Too Marilyn Manson, his former assistant, and the fucking
This has got so much
trial was
crazy.
dismissed.
Wish I had heard those fucking-
Like, did you guys hear about that?
I haven't heard about it.
I didn't hear about it either.
No, I
I
didn't.
just heard about it.
I did not hear about it.
Do you guys want to talk more about it? Try to pull it up on Google.
Marilyn Manson, me too.
Yeah. No,
You know,
no,
and
no, Marilyn Manson assistant trial dismissed. Because
It's like, to
apparently
me-
it was a sexual
I
assault
remember
claim
sexual
From-
harassment
from
suit
his assistant.
against Marilyn Manson dismissed by judge.
So what were the details on this? Let's get into the nitty-gritty.
Judge dismissed the case on grounds of waiting too long to file the suit. So she worked there from 2010 till 2011. She said that he sexually abused her and battered her multiple times, required her to travel with drugs, maintained that he bragged about raping women, and showed her a video of himself abusing an underage girl. Now these, I guess, were the allegations.
Okay, so I believe the first two.
I mean,
Well, no, because I remember.
to me, the way that
my
I look
buddy-
at it,
my
you know
buddy
who
told
pops
me-
to mind? Epstein.
My buddy.
How
told
many
me,
people were on that list? if we
Okay,
didn't think
check
we're
me on
abusing
this.
kids?
Check me on this, because my buddy told me when he went and saw Manson in Ozfest 06, which I wish I could have fucking gone and fucking seen them there because All That Remains played there before they fucking got soft. But Marilyn Manson headlined the fucking second stage, and my buddy told me about how he watched Marilyn Manson take the microphone, and there was this like dominatrix fucking chick out on the fucking stage, like crawling around with the fucking dude with the fucking leash on her, and Marilyn Manson just came up and shoved the fucking mic into her fucking cooter and started singing, and it was fucking dope.
That's
Yeah, and so like once again, like
Yeehaw.
hey, you know the job was dangerous when you signed up for it. if you are not willing to take a microphone in your fucking cooter when you sign up to do shit with Marilyn Manson, don't sign up to do shit with Marilyn Manson.
And that's a fair point.
That's like if you're not willing to have your
how
fucking
I feel about Marilyn Manson,
pet's
how I feel
head
about
bit off.
Marilyn Manson,
If you're not willing to have your pet's head bit off by Ozzy Osbourne, if you sign up with Ozzy Osbourne, don't sign up with Ozzy Osbourne, bro.
if you weren't alive in the 90s and were kind of there for Marilyn Manson's shot,
The Dope Show.
you know,
The
I feel like
dope
one of
show,
the
dude.
earliest memories I
With
have, I was
all
walking through the
stars
grocery store
now.
with my mother, and on a magazine cover was Marilyn Manson with his blue skin and nipless tits
Titties and
on some
fucking-
crucifix. And I saw that as a kid at the grocery store, and I grabbed it, went to my mom, and I said, "What is this?" And
Dude,
she said,
one of
"Put that down." But, you know, so I'd always, you know, when I finally started listening to Marilyn Manson when I was older, I was like, this really kind of fucking sucks.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
his
Okay.
good as shit
One
is
of-
his covers.
One of
And it's like, if you weren't there, like nowadays, if a kid were trying to get into Marilyn Manson, like, you would have to really be a special cup of tea to be like, oh, he rocks.
one of
He
my
kind of fucking,
one of my
I
oldest
mean, to me, he's kind of sucks.
one of my oldest
Yeah.
memories of him was The Dope Show, because my sister was into TRL, and that's all she'd be fucking watching whenever I got home from school. Which, granted, that led to a lot of other shit to me, like fucking Korn, fucking Make Me Bad, fucking Beastie Boys, Intergalactic, all that fucking shit. But yeah,
Anybody want to
I remember
spit in a
fucking
bit? It's got
The Dope Show with fucking Marilyn Manson and watching him in his fucking blue skin and his fucking titties and shit,
Golly.
you know? And motherfucking that shit was like so weird to me, and like so much other shit on MTV was so weird to me too. And like even Usher, the My Way, that video, I was like, I don't understand this, because I was only what 6, 7 years old maybe watching this shit. She likes it my way.
I like Usher. I fuck with Usher.
When
But I can't really remember many of his videos.
I'm in control.
You know what video I remember?
Okay,
And I had
wait, hold up.
Keep continuing.
Okay, because the whole point I'm trying to make is that, like, yeah, like you said, like, as I grew older, like, I just saw my sister doing it and thinking like, oh yeah, this is cool. But then as I got older and he came out with songs like Mob Scene
Who are you
and
talking
shit,
about?
Marilyn Manson.
Oh, see, I never really followed him. So,
See, I actually did a little bit.
uh,
But
you're
he
a
came
little
out with
older than
Mob
me.
Scene, and that song, I was just like,
you know,
why do you
I
have
do
these
gotta say-
cheerleaders doing this fucking thing? And
I
it's
gotta
like,
say that it was this man over here, Mike, who got me into rock, period, at all. Like, I'd been exposed to someone when I was
now
younger.
I feel like we
but
gotta
you
get
know
my
what?
sister on a fucking
It
podcast,
was-
bro.
We should, I've never met it.
Oh, she's great.
But it was, you know, Mike, he had this old Acura Integra.
Oh,
And it was
man,
so
that's
cool.
dope.
It
Did you ever
was
have a
so
problem
cool.
with the brake lights? With the little plastic piece on the back of the brake pedal?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
It was,
the pedals were.
Yeah, no, they were fucked,
Yeah.
dude. It's
My
like, why
my
would you do
clutch
that? Like,
fluid
why
would
wouldn't
leak,
you
dude.
just have that a part of the pedal?
No, it was riding around with him in that car, listening to Led Zeppelin. And a bit of Jethro Tull.
No, he was
That,
good Jethro,
I
too.
was like, you know, and it was The Ocean by Led Zeppelin. I really remember, like,
Ooh, that's a good
yeah,
one.
man, like, it was really just, it was so cool. Like, because I really listened to just shitty rap, and I thank God that I was saved from that path. Because it changed the trajectory of my life for better. Like, I could have been one of those kids with the fade, and I wear nothing but South Pole, and I, you know, and it's like,
Okay, so hey, let's
not that there's inherently anything wrong with this.
let's educate some people out there.
Don't listen to ICP. Lesson number
No,
one.
no,
Okay.
stop.
Okay. Beware.
Stop.
If you do.
Stop.
You don't want to
Stop.
be one of them.
Stop.
I'm gonna let you know right now. The juggalos who I've met in my
You
life,
guys. You guys
were
know.
they were some circus folk, let me tell you. The Juggalos, I live with a gang
You
of them.
probably
A
don't
gang of
want
hobo
to be
juggalos.
a juggalo.
And they were, all they did was sit around and
or
smoke K2
juggalette.
and
However,
scrap. And I don't mean fighting, I mean scrapping trash.
it's okay to like some ICP songs. There are some really good.
I'm saying it's fine to like one or two.
ICP songs.
That's fine. Don't let yourself get carried away.
12.
Listen to it with a bit of defense.
12.
Defend
12.
yourself.
10 or 12.
No,
10 or 12.
No. If you can't count them like this, then that's too
You
many.
got Great Malenko.
Don't-
Okay?
You gotta love that one.
Dude.
I mean, there's probably one or two.
That
I know
one,
I like one of their
want my
ciphers.
shit.
And
Motherfucking,
I just think, you know what I think of, and I guess what turned me away?
the one,
I've seen an
Homies is
ICP
good. The
family.
one where they're like doing the dating game shit back and
Oh
forth.
god, that's so
That
awesome.
shit's funny as fuck.
It is.
There are
What is
some
that? I can't
really
remember.
good ICP songs out there. You don't necessarily have to identify yourself as a juggalo.
As a juggalo.
Listen, if I walk in the gas station and I see you with that tattoo on my arm, and I don't like to judge people, but it
Bro,
does kind
I
of make me
talked
feel like
to you
you're a
about
dumbass.
this. I talked to you about
I'm like,
this
oh,
yesterday. That girl
damn.
Corey, bro. She
had one
She had the HashBrown tattoo right here.
on her ribs.
Oh
too.
my
Wow.
god, yes. Oh my god, so hot. Oh! Oh my god, sorry. Jizz in my fucking pants, bro.
Okay.
I want my shit. Dude,
Listen,
that,
I'm not getting copyright strike.
that,
Listen, what I had
that
seen
fucking-
before.
That fucking song is so fucking funny.
Oh, it says ice.
He says something
No
about like
results,
he says I fought in the Civil War, Yankees Army.
I can't find it on the internet anymore.
What-
But there were videos of it was this family, and they were all juggalos, and it was like a fucking ICP baby funeral. Yeah, and they wanted like ICP to kind of sponsor it, kind of like be a part of it, and ICP refused. And I don't know. I thought that the family had like tried to sue or something like that.
Back to everything
But I
was talking
can't
about.
find it. But I'm like, listen, please don't be like that, like a juggalo. There ain't no way in hell you can convince me a baby want to be buried in some ICP fucking.
You can do better.
No.
And they were probably barred out, like
if
fagoed
they're
out.
a fucking juggalo, if they're a juggalo,
They don't believe in birth. I don't know. These people definitely seem anti-life to me. They are so fucking. They're just like, I don't know. And you know what? I know that there are some good guys who are
look
there.
at
I'm not trying to judge
Viking funerals, bro.
Viking funerals.
You know what the fuck a Viking funeral entails, bro?
They're like, and
That
hear
the
me out.
burning ship.
That's
Yes.
yes. That's exactly what I was gonna say. They send you out, they burn your ship. Is that what ICP juggalos do?
No, I don't.
I was
know.
about to say.
I don't
No
know.
wonder why everyone joined.
I don't know
You joined to
100%.
get the card to be like.
I
legally
don't know
allowed,
if
like,
that
yeah.
is. That's
Well, we got a
cool.
fucking lake
'Cause
in
I've
our
been about
community
fucking
center. You know, it's like
Viking
that's gonna
funerals,
get
but
buried.
The burning
You
lake.
should not disrespect or deny anyone's desires to be fucking
Okay.
passed
okay.
on into the fucking next life once they're dead.
If you want an ICP funeral, that's what America's all about. And Party City, I'm gonna put a link in the description below. Mention my name. You're gonna get you might get actually charged up.
Don't
But-
let anyone tell you that you can't do with your
I was told
fucking.
we could do anything we set our mind to.
You're trying to sabotage me.
I am. Sorry.
It's okay. God damn it.
Let's who are some other groups, some other outcasts? Put them in the comments section below. We're gonna find the outcasts. No, I was a major outcast, and it's funny. I told my girl all the time, like when they portray like loser classes of people through high school experiences or whatever. I'm like, my group did not even make any of these cuts because we weren't cool enough to be with the band kids. We weren't, cool
Bro,
enough
have you
to
ever
be
seen the
any of
movie
these.
Brick?
We were literally just the
You
drug
existed.
addicts.
Have you
Yeah.
ever seen the movie Brick?
No, I've seen Rudy.
God,
Is it anything like Rudy? Mike, you seen Rudy?
I have.
God,
What
y'all
a
gotta-
story!
Y'all gotta see Brick, bro.
Listen,
Y'all are dumb. I'm trying to talk about some real shit right now.
you
and
don't
you're-
think Rudy's based on a true story?
You're cutting me off.
You don't think Rudy's based on a true story?
And it's bullshit.
Rudy.
And you haven't even
Rudy.
fucking seen this fucking movie that I'm fucking talking about that's raw as fuck. That both of y'all could relate to, I'm sure. You could at
I'm
least.
looking it up
maybe,
right
I don't
now,
know
dude.
about you.
I'm looking it up right now. Okay, listen to this. A 1993 American biographical sports film. Okay, in the account of the life of Daniel
Are you talking
Rudy.
about Rudy?
Rutlinger, who harbored dreams of playing football.
Linebacker.
Yeah,
wasn't
at the University of Notre Dame,
Wasn't he a retarded
despite
kid who?
significant obstacles, Freddie.
He was a
um,
retarded kid
Now,
who played
it was the
football,
first
right?
film that the Notre Dame
Either that or he
administration
had hearing
allowed to
problems.
be shot on campus
Did he have hearing problems or
Um,
was he retarded?
since 1940.
he? He was at least small.
Here, let me break into the
Wait,
plot.
he was
he
small?
Yeah,
Did
Let
he
me,
have hearing problems and he was small?
maybe.
It says he was dreams of playing football.
Wait,
He lacks the grades
that's
and the
not
money
the
to attend.
same as
He
that
wasn't
movie
retarded. He was just
with
poor.
Sandra Bullock
Oh.
radio, right?
Radio was handicapped.
Okay.
I know. At first, I was like, dude, what's up with homie? You know.
So
that's
when
different.
I first saw
That's different,
Forrest
right?
Gump, I didn't know that Forrest Gump was about a handicapped guy.
Inside.
And I was like, why does everyone like this movie
Because
about
he's
this
so
guy?
awesome.
Bro, I didn't know either.
What's up? You want to say hi?
No, I just thought it was because
Come
he
on
was so
around.
fucking
Go on.
cool.
How you
Everyone-
guys doing? I hope you're
Come over here. Come
You're
get in the
enjoying
camera
yourselves
here.
with
Come
some
on
gods.
over here.
Come get in the camera
Yep.
shot. There you go.
Sebastian
Hey.
here. He's a great guy, wonderful
He's
guy.
a
We're gonna
fucking
get
great
him on
guy.
the stream sometime soon.
Yeah.
Sebastian.
A
Jim
wealth
the
of
Schmidt.
knowledge. A wealth
He's
of
the
knowledge.
shit.
Yes.
He does
Yes.
have a wealth of knowledge.
Music,
He really
fighting,
does.
other things. He's done
History.
computer programs.
History, of
He's done-
course. Sociology, psychology.
Exactly. He
He's done it
knows
all.
some shit.
He's mastered
knows
one
some
subject,
shit.
which is jujitsu, and he knows a little bit about every subject. So he is truly a jack of all trades. Master of one, knowledgeable in many.
Now this group of guys here is
Come
definitely
actually into the frame. There you go.
This is
definitely
the thing.
definitely a great group of guys. As you can see, they're super nice. I know you guys are blessed to be able to
We're actually
experience this
just been
tonight.
recently been finding groups to bully.
Groups
Live
to
over
bully.
the internet. We were just bullying
Yeah, we were
juggalos.
talking about people who do jujitsu. We were like,
If
oh,
you
those
step
guys are
into his
fucking
dojo
lame.
and challenge him,
Definitely lame.
he has to
They're
agree.
gay. Most of them are gay.
In the dojo?
Really?
It's a thing.
It's hot
Are they
yoga.
really?
No. Dude, you started this. All right, you guys have a great time. I'll see you at some point, I'm sure. See you guys. Have a good one.
See you, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Be nice to
have
the
you seen
internet.
Rudy?
Rudy, the movie?
Yeah.
Like the football player?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, my guy.
it's a good one.
Yeah, we're trying to
Okay,
tell
wait, have
Freddie
you
about
seen
it.
Radio?
No.
See, so where am I at?
You haven't seen Radio?
What is radio?
It's with
No, he's seen
Sandra
it.
Bullock and that one dude.
It doesn't have
Cuba?
Sandra. Cuba.
Yeah. Cuba, is it Cuba?
Cuba goes
It's
into
not
it.
Cuba, no, it's
He
not
played
Cuba.
the Navy SEAL man.
No, it's not
Yes.
Cuba. Yeah, I know
Yes.
you played the Navy SEAL,
Alright,
man,
you
but
can-
no, it's not
you guys-
Cuba.
I'm gonna look
No.
on radio, because we're looking for a movie suggestion. Is it good?
Watch Rudy.
I don't fucking
Oh,
know.
Rudy's good.
No,
Sandra Bullock's great.
Yes, watch Radio.
Cuba's
Drop some
great.
acid and watch Radio.
If both of them are in
If
it,
you
that's
really want
double
to be
great.
brought to another
But I
level.
don't think Cuba's in it.
Cuba is in it, and I know that for a fact.
No.
See, this is when I say that he pretends to, so he would be, because you know that Cuba is so obviously in Radio.
No.
They just gave him those teeth. I don't know what that is.
It's Sandra Bullock. It's Sandra Bullock.
It's not.
It's Sandra
Who's
Bullock.
that say? Cuba Gooding Jr.
Is Sandra
Cuba.
Bullock in it?
You said Cuba, but
Sandra Bullock
is
is
it
not
Cuba
in
or
it. What
Cuba?
movie are you thinking of?
That's true. I don't.
Ed Harris is in
That-
it, my
that has to
guy.
be the next thing.
Sandra Bullock was in
Are
some
you thinking
fucking
of?
movie.
Are you thinking of the cake? Who's the guy who drops the cake? Rain Man. Rain Man.
Hoffman.
No, not Dennis Hoffman, not Rain Man. No.
Oh, I spelled Rain Main like Gucci Mane.
Rain Man.
Rain Man, baby.
Fucking Sandra Bullock
Rain Man.
helps some fucking...
Deliverance?
Blindside.
Yes!
Blindside.
Yes!
I haven't heard of
The
this.
Blind Side!
Yes.
Yes.
I
Thank
was like, I
you,
knew
bro.
her in a movie like that.
I was like, ugh! Yes!
The Blind Side.
And you even had pictures of it pulled up before. That
I
one right
just,
there?
I never saw. What is? I don't know. What
The
this is.
Blind Side, yes.
The Blind Side. And now get this, guys. So The Blind Side is apparently a 2009 American biographical sports drama film, and it's based on a book from 2006. It tells the story of an
One long
American
time.
football offensive lineman who overcame impoverished upbringing to play in the NFL due to the help of his parents. Sandra Bullock did play in this, as did Tim McGraw.
What?
Timmy!
What? Timmy?
What? Now I do.
I don't even like his ass.
While we're on this subject, and now these are two both musical guys. Like I said, Mike is a founding member of Planet X, multi-instrument. Freddie has also had his band. What? was
And
your
I
band's
don't...
name? Alexander.
I've had a few, actually. We had
Freddie's-
Freddie's Light, we had Everett. I had
Everett,
the,
that was the big one. They went on
ICC,
tour.
the Inconspicuous Countdown Collabos.
He's been in many, also multi-instruments. So these are
I've done.
music guys.
I've attempted to
Now,
do things with Megadeth productions.
I want to talk
but,
about and that now that I got two music guys on the show. I want to talk about something musical. Tim McGraw, okay, is he a cheater? Because you can't listen to, and I think of all the Tim McGraw songs I know, and I think that, and I'm not an avid country guy, but they are all just heart wrenching. They absolutely pull your heartstring, and it's just like, I mean, you're defenseless. You're left defenseless. You're like, I wish God. Okay, so either he's dying, his wife. Don't take the girl. What about that one?
I
dog?
don't know.
How could you write that
I
to
don't
me?
know many Tim McGraw songs. I
You know those.
I could not.
You
tell
know
one.
those songs.
I know the first one you said.
You don't know Don't Take the
Live
Girl.
like you were dying.
Yes.
I wish God. Yeah.
You don't know the you little Johnny.
Okay.
Taking it
Okay. Time out. So
I was 9 years
Here's the
old.
thing. Here's the thing.
That should
Is-
have been the top
is-
song in the night.
Is
Yeah.
he writing those songs?
Probably not. I mean,
Then go fuck yourself, Tim McGraw.
is he? Let's look up. Tim
Then go
McGraw.
fuck yourself, Tim McGraw.
Is Tim McGraw lying to us? Did Tim McGraw write us those heart-wrenching tales? Now, Mike, let's get some input while I'm searching for this information.
Honestly, I hate.
Well, the only reason why
I
people hate him is because
hate-
it hurts so bad.
I hate stadium country. All of it. It's
Stadium
terrible.
country, like arena
it's
rock.
terrible. It's so bad. I actually recently saw. This is not on the country tip, but I've always hated the band. 3 Days Grace.
Oh yeah, fuck.
No, they're fucking terrible. They're so terrible, right? And
You know, I've always
I
hated
recently
Avenged
saw them.
Sevenfold. They've always
Oh,
fucking sucked.
Really,
Yeah.
dude?
I'm like, dude, come the fuck. There's like,
I
I can understand if you want to
get it
listen to this
after-
type of music, but
after
there's
the-
so much
after
better
the Rev
in that
died,
genre.
After the Rev died, yeah, I get that. But before that, dude, they had some cool
That's all I hear when I hear and then they're fucking
shit. You're
guitar. and like-
obviously not a Trivium fan. You're
No, I
obviously not
hate
a
that,
Trivium
and I hate
fan.
that sound out of guitar. I call it Power Ranger rock. When they start playing real heavy on that high string, they're like,
You've obviously never listened to
and
Power
I'm just
Glove.
like, dude, shut the.
You've
fuck.
obviously never listened to Power
And it's like,
Glove.
you know, the fact that they write, I can't stand super corny music that's like, we are gonna fucking rise above. Like, who is this? The Mighty Ducks? You're playing it on singing
So this guy is
What the
really
fuck is this
trying to
shit?
hate on some real shit. And
We are
really
gonna
trying
be
to-
giants if you sing this song.
Get out of here. This guy is trying to hate on some shit and trying to fucking. What I'm trying to say is, I hated on some shit for a long time.
And so did I, and I've tried to open up my things, but these
And
are
I
things,
tried to
even
open
after
up my
I opened
shit.
my doors, I'm like, no,
But
this
did
sucks.
you see these bands live?
Fuck
Because-
them live. You think I'd pay money
That's
to
the
get near
thing.
this shit?
I didn't pay.
If they
Somebody
come to
paid for me.
Winfield's,
I
yeah,
went
I'll
and
go
I
see
saw.
them.
I
Okay.
I saw
If you
3
think I'm
Days
gonna
Grace
waste a
live.
single gallon of
I
gas,
saw 3 Days Grace live at Earth Day birthday.
and
this
good thing you
past
were there, and
April.
multiple other bands were there. Would you travel somewhere to go see?
No,
any
it
of
was
these
such a
bands?
good thing. Honestly, no. Okay, so here's what happened.
I've seen fucking Cypress Hill live. I've seen Redman and Method Man live,
listen
and
to
I
me.
saw Jonathan Davis
Listen
live,
to me.
and Afro Man.
Listen to me.
Important.
Remember when Stephanie-
Trivium.
I've seen Trivium 4 times live.
Let me know in the
and
comments below. Fuck Trivium. Fuck Avenged
They're
Sevenfold. I think
pretty
so.
good. They're pretty good.
Now let's
Not
find
good
out.
enough to see 4 times live. In Flames is dope. I've seen them like 3 times live as well. They're dope as fuck. But no, check me, bro. So last
trying to figure out
October,
who wrote.
last October. Listen to what I'm telling you. Last October, when Earth Day birthday got postponed for 2 fucking years, or a fucking year and a half, and we were actually able to have the fucking Earth Day birthday from 2020 in 2021 in October. I fucking went to that shit because Stephanie
Right.
fucking hit me up and was like, yo, we had these motherfuckers who were going and now they're not going, like, anybody knows fucking could go? And Stephanie was like, oh, I know the perfect fucking person, and hit me up fucking immediately. And I was like, yes, I will fucking go. I was like, who's driving, who's playing? And then I was like, you know what? No, I don't fucking care. Let's just fucking do it. Yeah, let's fucking do it. And we went and we fucking had a fucking great time, and we ended up meeting up with my girl Elena, who got me the job at where we're fucking working now. And goddamn, she was like, oh, we're going to Earth Day birthday next year for sure. And I was like, okay,
So
cool.
listen.
And as soon as tickets went on sale, she fucking bought them. So I had my shit totally paid for to go to this fucking last.
Okay, so
Earth
you
Day
lucked
birthday.
out, and that's good. And I'm
No,
glad
and
they
I
were
did
good
luck
luck.
out. No, I did luck out because
Listen,
yeah,
I've
it
got
was-
breaking news here.
Hold
I've
on,
got
hold
breaking
on, hold on.
news.
No, hold on. Let me finish.
Finish
because
it up. Wrap it up.
It wasn't.
Trillium-
It wasn't
Come on.
3 Days Grace and fucking Godsmack that fucking capped the fucking shit.
Who was
dude.
it? Breaking Benjamin. I like
Dude, the Rice headline.
I never heard of
fucking
them.
second stage. Go fuck
I've
yourself.
never heard of. I have never. That's not even me being sarcastic.
Wage War
I've heard of that.
played. They were fucking awesome. Fucking Ice 9 Kills
I've heard of them, but I
played.
think
They
they're
were
radio
so
music.
fucking dope. They're
They make radio music. They make pop.
they're pop-ish.
It's in the
They're
rock genre, but
No,
it's
they're
pop.
they're like pop movie metal.
Listen, I wanna lay this breaking news down on you guys. I did some research here.
Fucking
I can't find any other
Motionless
credits.
in White, Kira, all these. Oh, God damn it!
Motionless in White. I'm like, yeah.
The whole point I'm trying to make is I had no idea all of these fucking shits that I was fucking
But
going
you
to.
went
when
there
I
to see
fucking-
who?
I didn't go there. I just went there to fucking have a good time. And then I found out that all these dope ass bands were playing. It was just like, ah.
How does that fit into my narrative? That Trivium is in Avenged Sevenfold. It's kind of like.
You weren't talking about that before. I was talking about.
Listen, guys, I want to give you a heads up. This includes a paid promotion. You guys ever heard? No, it doesn't.
Trivium or Avenged
Yeah,
Sevenfold?
Yeah, right.
You guys ever heard of those bands?
Try
Go check 'em out.
NordVPN.
Yeah.
Okay, so
God,
listen,
what's the
I got
last
breaking
Trivium album I know of was Shogun. That
That's
released
one
in
more
like
than I know.
2012.
news. That's one more than I know.
I
How many
don't know
songs
of
you
any after that. No,
That's one more than
all
I know.
that I know is after that they sucked.
Listen, I can't find any other credits for writer on the song "Live Like You Were Dying." by Tim McGraw. Now I did find in the production I found a lot of credits. I'm finding background vocals. I'm not finding another writing credit though. So that means it is Timmy.
You gotta give it to Tim.
Pulling at our heartstrings. How do you feel? I see we got one viewer. How do you feel about, Tim McGraw coming straight for your heart in every one of his songs? I know. Live like you were dying.
Okay, time out.
Little Johnny taking a
Okay,
piss
wait,
since he
wait,
was
wait.
6
Because
years
this is the
old.
only song that I know. So look up another song that you know.
Little Johnny by Tim McGraw.
Because that does change my mind on that song just a little bit.
I don't even know
If that's more of a singer-songwriter song. You know what I mean?
I met Garth Brooks once when I was a child, and I didn't care at all.
You know?
I met him in Tennessee, and I was like, who the fuck is this bald guy? Why are you telling me to meet him? And I just wanted to play around on the stage with my brother and sister. But there was once upon a time a picture taken.
He wasted this moment. He did.
I'm not wasting it, dude. What is the name of the song?
No, I was
Little
talking
Johnny?
about the moment when you met.
Oh, yeah. I did wish that.
Yeah.
Think about how cool it would have been if I would have had an autograph, or if I would have grown up to like country.
Or like
You
a
know?
really cool picture of like him with his arm around him or anything like that, other than just him like bouncing around like a ball, like a dumbass little kid.
Yep. But I did squander that opportunity, and I think of it now. Yeah.
It's a great word.
It is.
It's something that I do with
Because
most
my aunt and uncle,
opportunities
they
in my life.
worked up in Tennessee. They did the lights for a kind of like an opera house, and what they did was a lot of time they had multiple impersonators, but occasionally it would be these names would come on or whatever, and it's like I enjoyed always the Tim McGraw guy, like his songs or whatever, and I really wasn't even understanding them, but I was like, man, these are.
Wait, so
You
is
know,
it actually Tim McGraw? or
no,
is
it was
Tim
like
McGraw
it was an
impersonator.
impersonator. He looked like him, he sang like him, and they were up on the stage doing their songs.
Okay.
And it was like one of those deals. But
So let me
occasionally,
tell you.
they
let
would
me
have
tell
a
you
big
something real
name.
quick.
And
Let me
Garth
tell you something real
Brooks came. You understanding me? Garth Brooks came.
I was really into this. I was really into this chick.
What is the name of the Little Johnny song? Hold on, before we get distracted. Little Tommy taking a fish in. She was saying, "Don't take the girl. Don't take the girl." See, Mike should know these because he's from Texas. These should be somewhere
I
ingrained.
should know this because I'm from Texas.
You're both from Texas.
But fuck that shit. No, all I know is I was with this fucking chick, or I was trying to get with this fucking chick, and she was a drag king.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So, hold on. So she like dressing up like a man?
Yeah. And she would sing these Tim McGraw songs.
Did she have like a super deep voice?
I think she just lip synced. Either way, dude, it was hot as fuck. Like, tried so many times. Get in touch with this fucking girl.
Oh, this one's got multiple songwriters, guys.
It falls apart.
Songwriters for "Don't Take the Girl." We got to give credit to Craig Martin and Larry W. Johnson. What's up, Zoe? You want to go inside?
Is this song more complicated than the other one?
It does tell quite the tale.
Okay.
How does it go?
Listen, I know.
Because Live Like You Were Dying is pretty simple.
Yeah. This one is a bit more complex. It's a coming of age tale.
That's,
Um,
Live Like You Were Dying is something like I would write.
Now, let me pull up the lyrics for this because I can't play it. We'll get You know what, dude? Who's watching this? Nobody. Watch the bot. Come on, quick. Lyrics. Don't take the girl. Okay, it says Johnny's daddy was taking him fishing when he was 8 years old. A little girl came through the front gate holding a fishing pole. His dad looked down and smiled. Said, "We can't leave her behind. Son, I know you don't want her to go, but someday you'll change your mind." Now, what it sounds like,
Needed help.
yeah. And Johnny said, now this is chorus, Take Jimmy Johnson. Take Tommy Thompson. Take my best friend Bo. Take anybody that you want. As long as she don't go, take anybody in the world. Daddy, please don't take the girl. Now we're going into a second verse here. Same old boy, same sweet girl, 10 years down the road. He held her tight, kissed her lips in front of the picture show.
Comfortable.
A stranger came and pulled a gun, grabbed her by the arm, said, if you don't do what I tell you there won't be any harm. Or if you do what I tell you to, there won't be any harm. And Johnny said, take my money, take my wallet, take my credit cards. Here's a watch that my grandpa gave me. Here's a key to my car.
What kind of song is this?
And he said,
very
Mister,
uncomfortable
give
right
it a
now.
whirl, but please don't take the girl. Next verse.
What the hell?
Same old boy, same sweet girl, 5 years down the road. So we're 15 years later now from when he was 8 years old. 5 years down the road, there's going to be a little one, and she says it's time to go. The doctor says the baby's fine, but you'll have to leave. Because his mommy's fading fast, and Johnny hit to his knees. And this is the climax crescendo of the song. And then he prayed, take the very breath that you gave me. Take the heart from my chest. I'll gladly take her place if you let me. Make this my last request. Take me out of this world. God, please don't take the girl. Johnny's daddy was taking him fishing when he was 8 years old. But you see, it's a heart-wrencher.
That is some real shit.
It's like nothing good happened to Johnny worth singing about.
But you can't.
Is that cheating, though?
It's a replacement for actually
Because-
putting
What do you
something
mean
in.
is that cheating?
Let's see. I mean, come on, peak positions. So in the country tracks, of course,
Stop.
it hit number
No, no,
one.
Stop.
U.S. Billboard top
Stop.
117.
Stop. We're talking about cheating. What was
digital sales 2 times
Stop.
Two
What
times.
What was the song by
Chicken in China, the Chinese chicken. You thought that was a bigger hit? You
No.
thought that was fucking higher than 17?
Calm down, motherfucking
We just had new people move in next door.
Paul, fucking
Bundy.
no,
Paul Bunyan.
Bunyan.
Yes. Everyone's hero. It goes so
Blart.
It moves so quickly. Yes, Paul Blart. Another hero of American culture.
Paul Simon.
Can you imagine if in
Paul
1,000 years
Simon!
from now the only thing that's left of our time is a Paul Blart DVD, and they
Oh,
find a way
God.
to uncode it, and it's like they see this. They essentially all they have from our time is
That's what
Paul
all
Blart.
humans would be.
Paul
Your stereotypical
Paul
kid.
Simon!
They would form their whole understanding around. They would make every assumption of our culture
Blartism.
around the movie Paul Blart.
Blartist.
Well, they traveled upon these, what they appear to be some sort of wheeled mechanism, maybe read by a
Punch both
thought.
of you in the face
It's,
right now.
you know,
by wheel.
I really do.
this was a god to these people.
I really do.
This was a god to these people.
I'm not.
We
I'm
believe
not
that these
lying.
little essential oils they carried everywhere. We found thousands of these. They're
I
little
wanna stand
essential
up.
oil packs. No,
And take advantage
we believe
of the high
these were sacrificed to the Blart.
and just deck both of you in the face.
That'll get the views up. Right now, we got 0 concurrent viewers, but I've seen some people
So
on
we
there.
dropped one.
We dropped one.
We
You
dropped
know, I used to
one.
Twitch stream, and there was this guy from Dubai. Freddie was around for some of the Twitch streaming. We used to smoke during lunch break. And long time ago, to anyone at my job, Freddie also is known for his anger. At work, around the workplace, you can hear when something doesn't go Freddie's way. Because Freddie is a screamer. You ever seen those old videos of like the guy in his cubicle who destroys his computer? And you're like, how does a person have that much rage? And then I met Freddie at work. And it's not that he's inherently an angry man all the time. It's that, like the Hulk man, he's always angry. You know, and he just knows, and it
it
bubbles. You know.
I am always angry. I am always angry. Always. 100%.
When was the last time you saw Paul Blart? When was that? I mean,
Not a time when I thought it was super funny.
There's two, actually.
Not a time
Two
when
Blarts?
not a time when I wasn't angry.
you telling me that this man, that's how hardcore he is. He sat through all of Paul Blart and he was still pissed. Okay? Because he fucking hates cops.
I do fucking hate cops.
My boy, I mellowed out a lot.
I have mellowed out a
No,
lot.
he hasn't. No, he has, but he's still what you and I would call an extremist.
I have, but I am very extreme still.
He's fucking, dude. You've seen the boys in, I forget the film, classic film. You've probably seen it, but there's a group of younger gentlemen. They go in, they're extreme. And they go in, they destroy convenience stores. They have a kayak. They kayak through a gas station.
Harold and Kumar. It was
Yes.
one of them.
Yes.
I remember
That group of boys was based off.
Extreme
That
Boys,
was
yeah.
based off Freddie and his gang.
These guys are
He's-
fucking
yeah.
posers.
Except Freddie's not a poser. They did that for Hollywood. As you can see from my films, my short documentary style clips.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. Remember the part where they saw the dude and he came in and he was like,
The dinosaur. Yeah.
Dinosaurs,
and they were
yeah.
like, is that a fucking pterodactyl or some shit? Like, yeah, that's me. 100% of the time. That's not by my choice. Not by choice. I'm pterodactyl. 100% of the time. Go fuck yourself if you don't like it.
What is some other Tim McGraw big hits?
I don't fucking know,
You know,
dude.
did Garth
I
Brooks
couldn't
write
get
When the
that.
Thunder Rolled?
I remember
That's
Okay,
another
one.
powerful
You know what's a
song.
really
I remember
fucking
that
great
one.
song?
Give us a
Is
powerful song. And
Eric,
what level of power are we talking? Here?
Eric the Awful, bro.
What is
Eric
this?
Eric the Awful.
Who's this by? Jethro Tull?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe George Carlin. Yeah,
Ray Stevens.
Ray Stevens. He does Banana Phone too.
He
Play
writes-
play the song. Play the song.
I want my audience to know right now, I'm gonna keep it too fucking legit with y'all. We're about to risk everything right now.
This is a dope
I make my
song.
livelihood off you
This is a
56
dope
subscribers.
song.
So
I guarantee you Ray Stevens would love for us
I
to.
quit my job, all I do is YouTube. That's what I'm doing.
That was the sound all the people feared the most. It would echo through the night, up and down the fog.
So what we're seeing right now is a live action and animated film music video. It's about a Viking. Eric the Awful took up his miscellaneous places. Is this from E-Bomb's world? You could run, but you could not hide.
Yes, soon as the oars of the sleep.
I thought you said no. Now, what kind of level of power are you? Wow, that's a great.
Okay,
That's
no,
why
so
we
this-
should have done the
this is
multiple
another
screen
thing for me.
streams,
This is
live
another
stream.
thing for me. Bro.
This is raw power. This is what I would classify as raw power. This pumps your testosterone. The Tim McGraw
Okay.
songs were powerful, but they were not raw power.
So this is another thing for me, bro. You see how he's got the Viking helmet on?
Yes.
Okay. So
So my man here is dressed in a red smoking jacket and a
Definitely.
I
Viking.
love that you know that that's what it's called.
Oh, I'm a man of
I
some
love
class.
that. Hell yeah. Okay, so I actually talked to my boy Big Dillis
Okay.
that we work with.
About Viking hats. So you've been bringing up Vikings a lot tonight, I'm noticing. Have you noticed that, Mike?
I talked to my
Viking
boy,
burial.
I talked to my boy Big
Viking,
Dillis, and he said we should play. Would you rather?
What's that?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, okay. No.
Okay.
And for some reason, my mind went to a
Okay.
game like Guess Who.
Yeah.
You know, and I
And
was
so-
like, well, does he
but-
have a mustache?
But he,
You know, it's-
but he didn't have any questions. So
Oh.
I was put on the spot. So my
Okay.
question was, would you rather fuck a dead body, or once you're dead,
Get fucked.
have your dead body fucked?
Probably no, option number 2.
Oh, that's exactly what I would think.
Mhm.
And
I feel like if someone did say
you want to
option
go
number
into
1,
details,
that
And
would
see, that's the
kind of
thing.
make me be
See,
like,
that's the thing is like
"Hmm."
once you get asked that question, you gotta go into details. If you're playing
Okay.
Would You Rather, you gotta go into details.
Because once I die,
Who-
my fleshly body
whose
is
dead
going to
body?
be discarded.
Whose
Yeah.
dead body are you fucking? Right.
Well,
Who
yeah, and I
is-
guess that's true because
who
listen,
is
if I
fucking
was,
your dead body?
it doesn't matter to me. But if I was to go fuck a dead body,
See?
I guess I'd like to try and choose. Now the question is would you choose someone on the more recent side or someone more decrepit?
So
I'm going more decrepit.
so there's the thing. There's the thing is
I am
So the wall-
because hey, if I
someone-
can get empty hip bones
someone
and just do a mental kind of thing, I won't feel as bad as if I'm like,
someone that we work
this is
with.
loose dirt, baby.
That's
Someone
good
that we
point.
work with that
Rob.
we brought it up to said,
I told Mike about one
"Oh,
of our-
like how, like
I
what
do
if
have
it
a
was
coworker who watches
said
this channel.
said
so I
like
don't wanna
what
get
if
too-
it was fresh, like Halle Berry?" And I was like, "Oh yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of." Like, if
Well,
I
that's still like you're pretty much saying what that pretty
and
much
then
makes
and then
date rape
and then
cool.
he went and then he went
You
deeper
know, it's like
and then he went deeper.
into Halle
He
Berry.
said, yeah, if it was fresh Halle Berry with like blonde hair.
like she looked in Swordfish.
Yes.
Oh man,
yes,
I remember Halle Berry in
exactly.
Swordfish,
No, that's
baby.
exactly what I said to him.
Woo.
Like in Swordfish. But then he went deeper, and he said with blonde hair, with pigtails, with the Viking helmet. Yeah.
Strange request, but my man who's fucking a dead body, I wouldn't call that his weirdest attribute.
No, that would be great.
You know, it's
That would be great.
I would honestly, I would find hope in that because I would try and counsel my boy and say, hey, there's plenty of live girls who would be willing to wear a Viking helmet.
At least he's like,
I have my girl call me Uhtred when we get into that mode.
bro, I'm about to punch you in the fucking mouth.
You see the name I took from? Power, my friends. Power. Uhtred. And you just get her to say it like that, too. You like that show?
I love that show. Why do you think I fucking make my fucking hair like this?
I feel like you've had dreads longer than that show's been around.
But that show, he hasn't had dreads in.
I don't keep up with that show.
I do.
You know the show we're
And
talking about, Mike?
I am Frederick,
It is a Viking
son
type
of
show.
Frederick.
And his name is Frederick.
And I'm Frederick Carlton Wyman
It's like a
the
medieval
fourth.
show. Netflix.
God damn! Can I please just punch you in the face right now, please, please? Can we?
Give the people an
no,
understanding of the show.
Okay.
How
How about
so there's
instead
this
of me
man,
punching you in the face,
what were
let's-
we looking up first?
Can we?
Because I feel like we were hitting on true
Can we
knowledge.
just like go fisticuffs
No.
for just a second?
I'm a man
Oh,
of
come on.
peace. I'm a love maker.
Oh
man.
come on. Oh come
You
on.
know,
But you have made me feel such a way.
we're talking about power. And I did just turn on that Viking song.
And he did just turn on the Viking within me. So yeah, we got you're talking about
I'm not
power.
in that mode. I was
I
more on the
am.
Tim McGraw sense
I
of
am.
power.
I
Something
am.
tugging straight
Tim-
at my heart.
Tim
See, 'cause
McGraw
I'm
is
a
a
love
fucking
man.
bitch.
He wrote those lyrics in Live Like You Were Dying.
I don't think that
The one that you know. Doesn't that
All
hit
right.
you?
All right, you want?
And-
Okay,
and
if
you know
we're
what,
gonna
first
talk
off-
about Tim McGraw like that,
You know
then we
what,
have to talk about Corey Taylor
Listen,
like
let's
that.
look up the
Then
lyrics
we have to
first.
talk about Corey Taylor like that, because if Corey Taylor wrote the lyrics for Snuff,
Hold on, I want to examine these lyrics like we examined the last Tim McGraw song.
I want to fight
Okay,
you
because
right
I
now.
have
I
you're
want to fight you right
you're gonna
now.
want to fight me after this because I have a major issue with this song. Okay, so I'm gonna read. I want to
Wait,
read.
what
you guys
song
the
is
lyrics.
this?
This is "Live Like You Were Dying."
Oh yeah, no, I have a
Oh.
problem with these lyrics too.
It might be the same problem as me. Okay, I want to read through
No,
the
it's
lyrics
fun.
first.
It's like
Don't spoil it for the people. They've never heard. They have never heard. So we're gonna read the lyrics
Never heard
through.
the Tim McGraw song.
And yeah, this is the song "Live Like You Were Dying," apparently written
No,
by
let's
Timmy.
let's play the song.
I'm not gonna. No, this is too. The Viking guy might be cool. Tim McGraw. Come on,
You
he's
can't
after
play
that
the
cash.
Song. You can't play the song
Listen,
and tell everyone.
Because I don't want it to be in context. I want to just read through the
Okay,
lyrics so you
alright,
can see
okay.
what I'm talking. The kind of man
no,
who
I
we're.
get you.
Because you know what, when
I get you.
when it's put behind the beautiful music, it befuddles it. It's sorcery.
No,
Okay,
that's
so
like,
here.
That's
let
like
me-
my whole fucking thing
Let
about
me
like
read through
the piece
and
of shit king. Like when
Yeah.
I sing about it, like it sounds
Let me
fucking
read
cool. It
through.
sounds like a fucking #1 hit, but when you just look at it, it's like
I'm gonna read
That
through,
sucks.
and you guys tell me. Well, and then I will bring up my issue. Okay. So it starts this way. It says, he said, "I was in my early 40s, with a lot of life before me, when a moment came that stopped me on a dime. I spent most of the next days looking at the X-rays and talking about the options, talking about sweet time.
okay.
I asked him. No, I'm gonna get in its entirety. I want the full picture here.
You all no.
I
you-
asked him-
In order to get the full picture, you have to have it in.
In context. We're trying to get context.
You have to have it.
Let me get one read through and then we'll break it down, okay? I want to hear the whole thing.
No, you have to have it in music, too.
I don't want it. I want you to understand what this man is telling us, okay? And he asked him when it sank in that this might really be the real end. How's it hit you? When you get that kind of news,
you have to have it
Man,
in music.
what do you
You
do?
have to stop.
And he said,
"Stop."
I went skydiving.
Oh
I went
my
Rocky
God,
Mountain
stop.
climbing.
Stop.
I went 2.7.
Stop.
No, because this
Get
is what I
in
want. I want you to
music.
see this. I want you to see this without the music because I want you to just hear it. Imagine Timmy Boy is sitting here talking to us, okay? So he says, okay? He says, I went skydiving. I went Rocky Mountain climbing. I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu.
A boy
I
named
love
Fu
deeper.
Manchu.
I spoke sweeter. I gave forgiveness I've been denying. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying. He said I was finally the husband that most of the time I wasn't. And I became a friend a friend would like to have. And all of a sudden, going fishing wasn't such an imposition.
Oh, shit.
And I went. Now listen, Eric, we're breaking down this song. We're breaking down some song lyrics real quick, okay? Now maybe
gotta
no,
do it
because
in
I
the-
want you to hear it
in
without
the cadence.
I want you to hear it
You
without the
have
music.
to have it in the cadence.
I want you to hear it. To our viewers behind camera, we got two special guests. Our friend Eric
So
and
who
his
the fuck is
lovely
this?
new Your
Me
name
or her?
escapes me.
You!
Zoe.
Me? I'm
Like
Eric.
the
I
dog.
met you.
This is
I
Eric.
don't know who the
Zoe.
fuck this is. I'm
my
talking
girlfriend.
about you.
I'm Eric.
When did I fucking meet you?
2 weeks
Just now.
ago? 3 weeks
Bullshit.
ago.
Listen,
Nah, you didn't really meet me. We said hi. What was the
Oh
lyrics?
wait, no, I remember you now.
So-
I wasn't anything to remember.
No, I thought neither was I. So
so we're
I
going
thought
through
you
these
were
lyrics.
just fucking-
We're going through these lyrics. I'll catch you guys
I
up
am
to
just
speed.
some guy, though, don't worry.
And
do you
Nice to
mind if I
actually
call
meet
you E-Rock?
Yes.
Did you hear that from him?
no.
I'm pretty sure that's what he calls
He
me.
does mind it?
Oh,
No,
we
no,
don't mind.
no. Oh,
But
okay.
Yes. to the
E-Rock. Mr. E-Rock over
Um,
here.
and we're at the end of the lyrics now. It's a somewhat popular song. We can go back to the
It's
charts.
a
see
very
what they hit.
popular song.
It's called "Live Like You Were Dying" by Tim
my
McGraw.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I
Okay,
know.
so we're
Hell
we're
yeah.
examining these lyrics and without he wants the sorcery of the music behind it, which we all know it goes straight to the heart. We know. We just covered Little Johnny, taking her fish here. We just went through that one. Exactly. So we're going through now, but listen to this man, okay? And it just repeats the chorus here, but I'll get it for you guys.
So look,
I went skydiving. I went Rocky Mountain climbing. I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu. I loved deeper. I spoke sweeter. I gave forgiveness. I've been denying. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying, like tomorrow was a gift. And you've got eternity to think about what you do with it, who could you do it with, or who
That's an
you could do
Bro,
with.
what if
advertisement right there.
if I was just to read?
No, and I understand that, but do you see? Look at this. What my issue? Because my issue is obviously different from yours. My issue about this guy. So we got news that he's in his.
Okay, no. So the
Hold on, let me
whole
break
point-
it down.
No, that we were trying to come up with this from the
Okay.
fucking start was that he wrote most of this.
Apparently, yes, Tim McGraw did write this song.
Okay.
Now, see, the other song had two different writers. So we're like, hey,
Tim
there's got to be
McGraw
props to those
himself actually wrote this
Apparently,
song.
from what we've found thus far, Tim, this is from Timmy's hand. But get my issues with this guy. Get my issues with this guy. So he's in his early 40s. So he's not like super old.
Yeah.
We know that he has a wife, and I assume, and it doesn't make reference in the text, but I assume he probably has some children. But we know at least he has a wife. And I'm just thinking, okay, my boy, knowing that he's dying, knowing that he is not going to be able to provide for his family anymore, he made the decision to go skydiving, go Rocky Mountain climbing, go bull riding. I mean, he's probably taking medicine. Think about the expenses. Knowing that, and it's like, what are you leaving for your kids? When they see you and you're going like, oh, I got to fly out to the Rocky Mountains because I'm climbing it.
Did
And
he
it's
do this by
Dad.
himself?
Yeah, right?
Is this an act of?
time with
is-
Because how much money is he blowing here? Because he's going to die. I don't see anything in this song
So this whole song is
that
one
says that, and
selfish
then he
act.
got better. Like,
Freddie. Great
so, my issue is yeah, like where is his, what is he even doing for his wife? What does he expect for his wife's plan? Like, hey, I made all this money, I'm spending it. The doctor said I'm about to die, fuck you. He did say he loved deeper. What does that mean? Because we see his spending habits.
Yeah. We see
Does that
more of
mean what?
than
More
love.
strip club action? What does love mean to this guy? I don't know, and those have always been my issues with that song.
There's not enough of the motives to within
Exactly.
the lyrics.
What's
to have
Tim's
a good-
motive here?
Right.
We just got. Are you
You
gonna be here for a
know,
little bit?
but he
Yeah,
is
we just
rich.
gotta run at the Circle K. real
Tim
quick.
McGraw is
We're
rich.
gonna be leaving here soon.
So he's got money.
But that makes you wonder, is that him?
Yeah.
Is that him putting himself
Is that what his
in
daddy-
that situation?
Did Tim McGraw's
Is that
daddy
what
do
Tim
that?
would do in that situation? Or is it just hypothetical?
Exactly.
I think it's all about the selfish nature of mankind. And when you really find out that your days are coming to an end, you find out what matters and it's internal happiness. You're willing to say, fuck
Whether it's
everything,
yourself, yeah.
screw everyone else. I'm chasing what makes me happy, whether I have a kid or not.
I'm gonna
You
blow
know,
it.
Yeah, it's not,
I'm
it's not
gonna.
a factor.
Does this kid like fishing? I don't know. Is he going fishing for the kid?
Or is he just
like,
going?
I need to
alone?
bring this kid with me because,
I have to.
I have to.
Right, yeah.
And what we covered in
Yeah.
the last song with Little Johnny, we saw his life was a tragic tale. What seemed to be
Yeah, it
That
was.
one was rough.
it was an arranged marriage, because at 8 years old, Daddy was like, "Hey, I
Yeah,
think you'll think
she's
different
coming.
one day." Yeah, and it's like, who would say that to an 8-year-old?
That's so
Like, I
funny.
mean, I can understand telling him to be nice, but like, not.
Yeah.
You're gonna wish.
You're
And then
gonna-
it's like,
yeah.
Don't you want to
The
be an
very
astronaut
next
when you're
thing-
older instead?
yeah, it's like the very next thing is them getting robbed. Like, you
I
couldn't
know.
give us one happy moment of them together. Like, they went to see a movie and they fucking got robbed now. And then
Right.
what's the next thing? Oh, they're having a baby and mommy dies?
Yeah.
Fuck, Johnny? Damn!
Johnny.
It's
It's
like,
it's a bad
but
name.
apparently Tim didn't write that one. It was the cynical mind of two other writers. And what I had brought up to them was like, man, you see the positions that these reached on the charts. And it's like, is it even fair? When something cuts straight through to you. Because the reason why I didn't want to play the music is the sorcery. It blinds you. It pulls here and you can't examine like, wait, this guy, what's really going on? Because we see Live Like You Were Dying is about a selfish son of a bitch. He tries to say that he loved deeper and all that shit, but he gave forgiveness he was denying. So he was already a fucking
Yeah,
asshole.
he was like, that's
You
what
know,
I
it's
always
like-
think when I
And it's like, well, I finally forgave him, because fuck it. And it's like, so what are you trying to do? Just cover all your bases so you can be like, well, God, I did this. And it's like, you deserve to die.
Your family's house
Yeah.
is being foreclosed on
Yeah.
right
You just
But
spent
you went
everything
skydiving.
Yeah, it's like, and a bull named Fu Manchu. I guarantee they didn't have that in Boise, Idaho, or wherever the fuck he was. You know, he flew down to Mexico or something. Like,
now. Especially with a bull of that name.
yeah, this is a bull who's pretty,
Famous,
you know.
famous bull, right?
I guarantee.
He only lasted 2.7 seconds.
Is that a long time?
8
What's he-
seconds is like.
I couldn't imagine going 8 seconds on a boat. Like, it
Right?
sounds like a short, but you know that that's the longest.
Uh-huh. Right?
You know, it's like, oh. No, you got me fucked up. But yeah, he had, Tim McGraw had a lot of hits.
What if he died in one of these? I mean, would his family be even happier?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he just got his face stomped in by
Yeah.
a bull. I'm glad it went this
Yeah.
way.
We're glad because he was draining the family of
Yeah.
money.
Our affairs
You know,
were not in
Because, you know,
order.
I'm sure he wasn't eating humbly during this time.
No, no.
You know, I'm
Not
sure
if
he
you're
wasn't
living
like,
like
well,
that,
yeah.
yeah.
You know, he's like,
Living like
I'm
you're
fucking
dying.
steak and salmon every
Last
night.
meal every day.
You know, it's like, yeah. So we can deduce from this hit that it is sorcery.
We didn't start out to
Because you
center
think
on
you love
Tim,
this song.
but it became
No,
that.
it became that.
Yeah, like, what are you really feeling when you hear the song? Like, what are you? You're feeling like so much joy. Like,
yeah.
for who? The people, like, for
Or-
whom?
Yeah,
For him,
for
like, this-
yourself. You know,
This is
it's
about
like-
you, Tim McGraw.
Yeah. So
I wanted to fucking know what the fuck was going on here. Yeah,
we were continuing the conversation. The behind the scenes crew has honestly all came out. I know there's only 2 of us on camera now, but we got everybody who works behind the scenes.
Everybody, come on.
Big round
come
of
on.
applause. Well, it is on the tripod. I could technically
turn it.
Get everybody on
Turn
here.
let's give it a turn here. We can see there's Freddie, there's Dylan, there's Jesse, here's Eric, and here's Zoe.
Good job.
Yep, special guests here, behind the scenes crew here. One day, hopefully, we'll be featured more on camera.
Dilla should have been a fucking part
Freddie
of this
here.
shit from the fucking beginning.
Mike here, you know.
I'm here.
Get my bearings.
Yeah, so, you know, it's a lot of deep stuff like that, you know? A lot of stuff fly under the radar like that. You know, and that's what we're here to uncover. We're here to bring you guys the real news, real issues going on. You know, we got a whole team of experts here. Everyone I just showed you is an expert.
It's
And-
something.
Yes.
It's something.
I have
And
at least a
especially
12-year
different
degree in
genres of
Wikipedia.
music. You know, what did you say, Eric?
I got a 12-year degree in Wikipedia.
Yes, he does. And he's an electrician. So he is honestly.
Oh well, both of
knowledgeable.
those are. They take like the same amount of time to acquire, right?
The Wikipedia one was harder though. A lot more, a lot more research was done on that.
Yep, that's what we're doing
I'm
all
just-
our
I
research
know.
on because Wikipedia
Right.
knows all
I-
and is all.
Have we actually
We
We
met?
have met. We have met. Twice, 3 times.
What
now.
are some
Have
other?
we?
Yeah, we have.
What
What are
It
some
was
other possible
brief.
a stupid
falsities?
motherfucker.
You know he's
Very
got some
brief.
interesting lyrics. Should we digest Aqualung?
Oh no, we totally should.
You want to go to the store real quick? You don't need anything from the store?
If you.
What?
But you still you have Cash App?
Yeah.
I got one more of these. You know, don't worry
I
about
can
it.
go get them.
Can I trust you
Don't
with
worry
my
about it.
pin?
Depends on who you ask. Not
Can I
me.
trust you with my pin?
Wow.
He
She's met Eric
says
twice.
it
He's
depends
met her
on
for
who
the
you
very
ask.
first time.
She
And
says,
he's like,
I think I'm gonna hand my card to him.
I would never
Sounds
look at me and be like, this
No.
is the guy I'm giving my card to.
We're about to dive deep here. This is a song that my brother Mike did show me when I was young.
Now.
It had this whole album really did encapsulate me. It's one I still listen to this day. This is a great song worth listening to. Same with Cross-Eyed Mary. Which is honestly like which is
me about
which is one we should go because that's a rough
That
one.
really goes.
That's a
No,
rough.
that one is
That
a rough
goes-
one. You
Let's
were the
go
one that told
Cross-Eyed
me
Mary.
about that.
What is it?
Cross-Eyed Mary
No,
by
the one you're
Jethro
doing, the song
Tull.
you're doing.
Yes.
By who?
By
Jethro Tull.
You ever seen the movie Anchorman?
Yeah.
You know when he does the fiddle part?
I couldn't remember.
Or the
He like
flute.
Yeah, he does
The jazz
part,
flute.
and he's like, "Hey, Aqualung."
He is
He's
jazz
referencing this
flute.
band, this album. So it's
Oh yeah.
yeah. So the song, this song is fucked up. It is.
Huh?
And but it is such a grooving tune.
you don't
It's
get
almost
to like
pretty
the last
metal.
one.
And especially when you realize
The meaning behind the lyrics is metal.
Yeah,
it was
you can have that one.
1971 this song came
Oh,
out.
but
Well, honestly, the
fucking
riff, I
God
always
damn it.
love because
It's awesome.
No.
the way it kicks in with that, you know, and I'm just like, damn, dude, this was ahead of its
You know?
fucking. I mean, maybe it was right in its time, but I recognize some metal tendencies
Yeah,
right there.
for sure.
You know,
Absolutely.
Baby.
Yeah.
I
so
think a lot of the Smiths songs would be good.
I love the Smiths.
This night
And
is
they-
open my eyes.
The Smiths?
I love that one. Which is one this charming man is one of my favorite ones.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, you should look that one up.
You know.
I
You'll probably
showed
know it once you
my
hear it.
daughter today the song from The Wedding Singer.
No, yeah.
Somebody come in, please. When he was
I
like,
oh, it's
when he
so
was
nice.
when he was like, all right, I just want to warn you. When I wrote this, I was listening to The Cure a lot.
God. You want anything from the store?
If you could use my card,
She can use it. Sure. I mean, we'll get it regardless.
I will trust one of you.
Now remember, you might not want to say your pin that close because we're live streaming.
Okay. I will trust.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair point.
That's a
There.
key card.
So we're about to dive into these lyrics. Hopefully Freddie will come back around and join us here. 1971, the song was released. Are you going to the store?
Mhm.
You don't have to. I
I'm
got.
not gonna get you citrus.
Or passion.
Are those used ones on the corner over there?
Yeah, you want one?
You stuff them in the thing?
I do sometimes, and sometimes I just.
You do know it's there, obviously. I mean,
Let's
how
go
could you
before I
not? You
forget.
fiddle with.
Get back on the bench here. Or
I
what's
guess, man.
going- I know it's kind of awkward sitting in the middle.
I was trying to talk to so many people just now about
Okay.
so many things.
So we're gonna go through these lyrics. Pretty graphic too.
Okay, what words are we doing?
Cross-eyed man.
Okay.
Hey, babe. Everyone
Oh my
here.
gosh. Okay.
um, oh,
No,
just reconnected.
I'm going
You wanna
to
squeeze
go
in?
rock a piss. And
Here for the smoke.
she
Here
can
for
go
the
ahead
smoke.
and
We got the
take
smoke.
my,
Honestly, you might want to
chair
get the
for a
little
second?
poker and poke out this end. It's like spitting really bad. You know what I mean? We were just about to go through some song lyrics. We've been going through Tim McGraw. My wife just got home, everybody, from work. How was work? Good? Mike, you need a beer or anything? You need something to drink or whatever? It's getting humid, probably gonna rain soon. I felt that humid yes. Whoa.
Where's the birthday boy? He didn't want to.
He popped through. I don't know what we have been going pretty strong. We're almost at 2 hours.
Nice.
So that's the thing about live streaming. And we don't even have to do the Jethro Tull song, you know, I mean, it's up to y'all. I don't know, you know, see, if I had it set up on my other system, we could, like, react to the videos
Yeah.
and all that shit, but Freddie said this would probably be the better option because, you know, he didn't want to keep getting up smoking cigarettes.
Right.
But you know what, next time we'll do it so we'll be able to watch some videos, and all that shit. So what, man? Give us a little monologue here. Give us a little monologue of your things that of anything.
Can tell the story. That story.
We can tell
I
us what. Would
have.
you like to come sit with
I
me?
can say that much.
We'll all scoot in. I got room over here. I was just messing over here with the computer. So go ahead and tell us the story.
Okay. Well, so I used to, when I was a kid, like I would go hunting and fishing with my dad all the time. So one time we were going dove hunting. So he had like the shotguns for the doves and shit. And he had a big van. And so he would always take fishing poles, like just in case, you know. Because we would hunt out in the middle of nowhere. And one time we were driving around and we found this giant, like, it wasn't a lake, but it wasn't a pond. It was like the biggest lake, the biggest pond you've seen or the smallest lake. It's huge. So like basically we go and we decide to fish. And so like I find this giant grasshopper. So like I hook it on the hook, throw it out, and just leave the pole out, and then before you know it, like, you know, I got a fish, and it's like this huge catfish. And so we're hunting. So my dad's like, I'm gonna have to get some ice so we can keep this fish. And so he gets this like offshore hook, like a huge hook, and he hooks it through the catfish's lip, and he ties twine to it. And then he puts a stake in the ground. So this catfish was literally just like on a leash. And he's like, I will stay until, you know, we go. And so he goes and gets ice. And he comes back and he's like, pull that fish up. And I do, and all that's left of the fish is like its head. This was a huge catfish. And we were like, what the fuck would do that in this like pond type thing? And so, you know, I'm standing by the shore, like just looking, and no shit, like probably like, I mean, at least half the size of this table, at least this alligator snapping turtle explodes out of the water, and it's like trying to kill me, legit. And like it hisses, like it was so loud, and like
are
it
terrifying.
came for me, and so like my dad was like, you know, what the actual fuck? Because it came out of nowhere, like we didn't even expect it.
Because sea
And-
turtles are big as fuck.
Yeah,
Alligators,
probably not that
snapping
big.
turtles?
Yeah, it was huge.
No, they can
though.
get fucking
No,
It was
are
big.
fucking.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I was a
They're
kid,
big.
so it was hard to gauge. This.
Oh,
To
and-
me,
yeah.
it looked
Well,
like
no, that's what I'm saying. Is like when
enormous.
if you see a snapping turtle when you're young, like,
Yeah.
it's not a fucking thing.
Yeah.
You see an alligator
Alligator,
snapping
it's a
turtle
different-
that
yeah.
fucking big,
Oh god.
when
it's
you're
huge.
young, that's a different fucking
Yeah,
story.
that shit was traumatizing. No
That's
lie.
hardcore,
Yeah.
dude.
Like my dad hit it with 2 shots because it wouldn't leave us alone. It was like we went into the van and it chased us up out of the water. So he was like, fuck it. And so he hit it with his bird shot, no shit. It took it and raised up and went.
Yeah. No,
And we
dude.
were like, what the actual fuck? And then hit it again and it backed into the water and just like I didn't even see it die. It just
I'm
went
sure it
back.
lived. I'm sure it
Yeah,
lived.
I mean, birdshot was nothing for it. Like, bounced off. Man, it
Yeah,
was
that's one of those
huge.
fucking things, man. Like,
I'll never forget that crap, man.
that's crazy.
It was scary shit.
That is scary. I can remember my first experience with an alligator snapping turtle. I was a small child, and I had stayed home from school sick. And this was, well, I was growing up in South Florida, and so there was a lot of water everywhere. You know, just like all over. There's lots of water patches and whatever. And well, I had like gone outside to like grab the trash cans or whatever, and my mother was there, but there was this huge alligator snapping turtle like right on our street, like standing over this fucking sewer grate, and it's like, you know, did this thing just walk all the fucking way over here? And we called the animal control and all that, but I do remember, like, you know, my neighbors telling me, oh, that snap a broomstick, it'll take that little arm, you know, and I'm like, ah, like if they're fucking, you know. But I do remember that. My mom had a friend named Cowboy Johnny, and he was the guy who was telling me all these horrifying facts, you know.
he would
And yeah,
know.
no, the
That's
things,
probably
they do
right in
look
his
like
wheelhouse.
monsters. They do look like dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You know, like with their little fucking weird wormy tongue and
Right.
shit, and their fucking beady eyes.
Yeah.
Like, hell no, player. You know, boom. But
so, my buddy Scotty straight turned into country scoop. Apparently, I wasn't there for it, but they rolled up on this dude who looked like he should have been like fucking Crocodile Dundee. You know what I'm saying? Like he had like a hat, he had the boots, he had all the fucking shit. But he was trying to fucking. They rolled up on him on Sarno Extension, and there was a fucking five or 6 foot gator. This dude was like face to face with, trying to fucking do his fucking shit with.
Oh my god, that's way
Yeah,
too big, man.
and so Scotty got out and just straight turned into
Hold on, when
country
you say
scoop.
do his shit, we're talking to Crocodile Dundee, man. Was
He's-
trying to Crocodile Dundee, this massive alligator.
Yeah,
Scotty rolls up on Starner Extension and
yeah, and he just says, "Fuck this Crocodile Dundee motherfucker," and he just rolls up, stops, gets out of his fucking shit, fucking gets up on the fucking alligator like dude was fucking getting on him. Fucking goes up, grabs his fucking jaw, sits on his fucking jaw, and is like, "All right, come on," to fucking Crocodile Dundee motherfucker, like, "Come on, fucking get his fucking jaw tied up now," and just straight wrangled this fucking gator, dude.
this is why Florida people die. You know, I
No,
thought
this is
you were
why
gonna say.
Florida people are fucking awesome.
I thought you were gonna say Scotty did the logical thing, pulled up, saw the Crocodile Dundee man wrestling with the alligator.
This is why
Put it in
Florida
reverse
people are
and just
awesome.
left.
Is because my buddy Scotty, I cannot go anywhere in
Without
Brevard
him knowing
County
Somebody.
without someone walking up on him and being like, "Oh, hey, Scotty. Hey, what's up?" Hey, Scotty knows fucking everybody.
But
Oh my god.
yeah.
You got my cheese whiz, boy?
Cheese whiz? They didn't have the beer.
I couldn't find it anywhere.
Y'all are soft.
It's all right. We're probably
Because
fixing to
I
wrap
looked
it
for it
up.
and I was doing the transaction. I can't find it anywhere. I look over and it's like timing out and I didn't see it and I'm like, give me 1 second, I got it.
What's
back.
timing out?
My ATM.
Y'all are soft.
Down.
I gave you my card.
Should I just keep it?
No, not if you can't get my fucking beer.
We keep it if we get the beer.
So listen, we got 2
Go
people
back and
watching.
try.
Should we uh?
I got 2 Angry Orchards if you want.
Should we go through these song lyrics now that people are
half a
singing?
vagina to match. So
It is humid as fuck.
Crazy.
yeah, it's right here on this leg, bro. Yeah, dude. I just take my dick and shove it into right here.
I was about to say that's like
So-
that's like every guy's dream.
Oh no, it has been since I was like 6, and through surgical advances and things within the past few years, I've been able to make it a reality. So
I was worried
So you
that
saved
like
up
you
for
were
it?
on like a Dr. Phil show. Medical.
I'll
I
put
was
you
able
on
to
a
make
Dr.
this-
Phil
I
show.
was able to make this manifest.
I can do a Dr. Phil bod. No, tell me. No,
Dude.
So we're gonna read through these lyrics here.
He was talking like, what was it, Hank
I-
Hill?
I-
Yeah. And he almost just became them. It was
Sometimes you get that
If only.
possession of like,
Now I'm
it
gonna tell you what's
Character
what
possession.
here, okay?
What?
Now
I think
what? Now
Now what?
That was a good one.
Damn
The H before the
Yeah.
W is
What?
a key.
I knew
The
that
H
was amazing.
before the W is a key.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Now what the
Now-
heck do
now
you
listen,
think
since-
is going on?
Since we're all assembled here, let me read through these lyrics. They're not that long. We read through these lyrics,
Sure.
and yeah, we'll just hear them. And we'll go around and we'll hear what we think about them.
Okay.
So, sitting on a park bench,
The new?
eyeing little girls with bad intent.
Already
No,
already
eyeing,
you got a red
eyeing
flag.
little girls
Eyeing little
with bad
girls.
intent.
Oh,
Who
okay.
has the bad intent?
That's super.
That's-
I
girl,
thought
it
it was a
sounds like a
number.
little
Let me
girl.
restart
I
because
thought it was a number.
we're only at the second
This
verse.
is super
Okay.
First
shitty.
line.
Okay, so
Like you
this
could
is
be
this
eyeing
is what
little
it
girls
says.
with
Yes.
good intent.
Yeah.
Oh my
He
God,
specif-
this
the
guy!
game specifies
Yeah, right?
that
You know,
extra-
Eyeing little girls
Oh.
So
with bad intent.
yeah, sitting on a park bench, eyeing little girls with bad intent. Snots running down his nose,
Ew.
greasy fingers
Ew.
smearing shabby clothes. Hey, Aqualung. Oh, am I at? Oh, I am at Aqualung. I wanted to do Cross-Eyed Mary. Should we just keep doing Aqualung?
Yeah, no, we
Aqualung's
should
fun.
just keep doing Aqualung.
Okay,
That one is
Build
so
the
bad.
character. All right, so
It's so bad.
it says, drying in the cold sun, watching as the frilly panties run. Hey, Aqualung. Meaning again, little girls. So he's still watching little girls. Says, feeling like a dead duck, spitting out pieces of his broken lung.
Hence the cold sign.
Oh, Aqualung. Yes. Then it says, the sun streaking cold, an old man wandering lonely. Taking time the only way he knows, leg hurting bad. As he bends to pick a dog end, he goes down to the bog and warms his feet. Now, you see, I
I know where that one went right away.
I don't know what lifestyle was like back in the day, but I mean, picture this guy. So we have his greasy fingers smearing his
Ew.
shabby clothes.
So he's literally going
his
like
shots
this.
right. You know he has a bad hat because he's missing a piece of his lung, and he's then going down to the fucking bog to cool his
It makes me
feet.
think like
no,
a
what
hobbit.
happened on that one?
I get a
It makes me
Hobbit
think of
vibe,
like the most
feet in the
mosquito
little-
infested trash
Yeah.
piece, you know, next to Walgreens.
I was thinking
He's
like
fucking
a
sticking his-
mystical
No,
place.
what would it-
Oh, I'm picturing this hobo man who's like
A
cooling.
bog,
Yeah,
just a jump.
it's a
Listen to
fucking-
this. The guy has a fetish, clearly.
Clearly something
He is not getting this fetish handled. He knows it's against the law. He has to go to the next best
And-
thing. What were the words
And what
needs
gets me
before?
is he
help.
goes
He
down to the
needs
bog
it.
and warms his
What did he
feet.
do before the bog?
So it's
Takes
what
a
was he doing?
dog's
He was
butt.
he bends to pick a
dog
dog.
end.
end.
Fair.
Can we
And
look up
what
a
is the
dog
bog?
end?
And
Let's
look
look
at
up-
what,
I don't know
now
what the
think
hell
about
that
what the
is.
bog is.
Oh my god.
Guy's fucking a dog, man. And he's gotta cool his feet because he's got a fetish that he
He's
can't-
warming his feet.
warming his feet.
So it might be cold
It's
outside.
like
A
alternating
dog end is a cigarette
hot
butt.
and cold.
Dog end is a cigarette butt. So he's picking butts. He's going down to the bog to warm his feet up. So I imagine now he's in some place like Detroit, and it's cold, and there's steam coming off this shitty pile of water.
Canal,
And he
flying
takes
canal.
his shoes and socks off. So he's feeling alone. The army's up the road. Salvation a la mode and a cup of tea. Aqualung, my friend, don't you start away uneasy. Where's that lighter, Freddie?
How's it go?
Don't you start away uneasy. Where am I at? You poor old sad. You poor old sod. You see, it's only me. Do you still remember? This is a song picks up here.
Do you still remember?
December's foggy freeze.
freeze.
And what else does it say? I lost my thought. When the ice that clings onto your beard was screaming agony. So obviously it's not his first year homeless.
Both of them?
Last year was
I mean,
rough.
that's in the sense
And
that-
it
Developed
looks
an ice beard.
it looks like all signs point to bad again.
That's why he
Um,
needs to
No
put his feet
way.
to warm himself in the bog.
Exactly. And you snatch your
down.
rattling last
Down.
Down,
breath
boy.
with deep sea diver sounds. So that's so that's this man has to like TB
Drown.
because he's drowning.
Bro,
Metaphorically and physically.
you know what my
drown.
daughter
Wow.
fucking told me
Thank
today, bro?
Sun
My
streaking
daughter
cold,
wants
blah
to
blah
get
blah.
off
It
me
repeats more of
today.
the same.
Just sit down.
About
You're going home.
Yes,
how,
repeats more of the same.
the noise that most animals make when you run them over is mostly the same, except for like the actual
I
sound
like
that
that
they
shirt.
make.
He's like, no.
After.
I know.
This is awesome. I found this at the good
Well,
book.
no, because
I love it. I
if
was like,
you
oh, and
run
that's like
them
the
over,
best book.
essentially
I
when
know.
you push
I
them
loved that
scared,
one.
And
We were
there's
talking
about
something
this
spooky
the other night.
too.
and so that
right?
it's gonna come
Sometimes
out of their
Lane will watch
windpipes
it
and it's
and
gonna
stuff, and
make
he, like,
whatever
actually gets
noise.
scared.
I can't wait till my
they
son's
make.
old enough for
Exactly.
that shit.
I remember
So if
being
you
a
would
kid,
run
like,
over a bird, it would be
I
like,
was all about it.
Yeah.
or
for
if you would
sure.
run over a squirrel, they'd or if you would
Yeah.
run over a
Am I
frog,
stinky?
it'd be like,
And you want to
Oh,
sample
man.
all
Do you
this?
smell Nala?
Makes
Make-
sense.
No, my daughter does.
That'd be cool though. I thought it was well, not
I-
that I haven't thought of, but I've thought about sampling
Well, that's
like
what she
nature sound and
Thinks
like
so.
using it, like the
That's what
cicadas,
she was telling
you know,
me
like
today. What
Yeah.
she's been thinking of, and I'm like,
No.
that's crazy.
Also
Also
Alright.
cool.
let's go to the next one. So Cross-Eyed Mary.
Okay.
Going there.
Cross-Eyed
So
Mary
this is one that I'm not
is,
super familiar with.
if you thought the last one was a bit strange, that's just a man living his
Oh,
life.
here's this.
Yeah, we saw he was a perv.
Thank you.
Watching, no problem. That he was watching little girls with bad intent. But let's see
No.
about Cross-Eyed Mary, because now this town is in shambles. I don't know what this town needs something.
Yeah, it's.
They're allowing someone to watch these little girls.
Well, hey, the little girls aren't innocent. That's what we're gonna come to find.
You know, the cross-eyed, yes.
So,
There's a difference.
starts out.
Breed.
Who would be a poor man, a beggar man, a thief, if he had a rich man in his hand? And who would steal the candy from a laughing baby's mouth if he could take it from the money man? Maui, go inside.
Maui.
It says, Cross-Eyed Mary goes jumping
Maui,
in
go.
again. Maui, go, please.
Maui, go. Go.
Maui, let's
We
go.
got a dog, and he likes jumping on people,
Gotta
and,
get the fucking drill sergeant.
yeah, you
Come on,
know,
Maui.
you gotta tell him to go in, and
You are not. You cannot hide. It's not working. Come on.
Alright, so Cross-Eyed Mary goes jumping in again. She signs no contract, but she always plays the game. She dines in Hampstead Village on expense-accounted gruel, and the jackknife barber drops her off at school. Hey, laughing in the playground, gets no kicks from little boys, would rather make it with a leching gray. Yeah.
Good lord! Oh man! Now
Yeah.
that I actually hear
Or
that
maybe
part.
her attention is drawn by Aqualung,
Who's
who
Lexing?
watches through the railings as they play. So there in that one we see that
That's
she
a callback to the
she
other
doesn't
song.
yes, and she doesn't so we see that Aquaman is this diseased hobo
Yeah.
who's
He's a
sitting on
fucker
the bench
who's
like
just looking
Ah!
at them.
He's
You know,
rubbing.
exactly.
I can't get that out.
He's greasy and his fucking ice beard and he's like and he's like and-
Greasy fingers.
and so she's
smearing
like-
shabby
Right.
clothes.
she gets no kicks from the boys at school.
So Aquaman's looking
She'd
for a
rather
reason.
make it
Yeah.
with
Oh,
a gray. So she's obviously like it says that she'd rather
Aquaman's
be
alluring
doing
to
it
her.
with older gentlemen.
That
Or
light is
maybe
just, like,
perhaps
so blinding
Aquaman?
that fucking thing.
Like what kind of freak level is this? Like the nasty hobo who watches you while you're at school. You're like, oh, I
Okay,
want.
well,
okay,
so
cross-eyed Mary, is
can
that
I be
supposed to
real?
mean, like,
Can I be
she-
real for a minute?
She's cross-eyed.
Can
Well,
can I be 100%
We
real?
can-
That's how I take it.
definitively.
I
we
have always
can't.
seen that she's like a
Can
cross-eyed
I
Look
whore.
at the breast. It seems like she doesn't. You know what I mean?
Hold on, let's hear Freddie's
real for a
question.
minute.
What's your question?
100.
It's not a question. It's an observation.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
In my experience,
When you go to the bog.
women who have
Bring
been
your hot feet.
abused
Prefer
to be
with
abused.
Aqualung.
Women who have been abused prefer abuse.
Well,
I don't think it's prefer. I think
and
it's
then
like
we have
attract.
that, folks at home.
Wait,
you're right.
no,
Like
hold on.
attract it, because it ends up being like a theme. And they're like,
No,
it's like the battered women
no, because you can be abused, and you can have abuse put on to you.
I think that's in certain circumstances. I don't think it could say. I don't think you'd say every. I don't think you said every situation. I think it depends. But
Especially if
I
you're having
agree
when
with
they
you.
were young, because they have a
but
warped
let me-
view of
let me-
what
let
love
me-
is.
Okay,
You know?
let me expound on what I'm saying. So, And let me ask both of you, since it seems like you guys have something to say about it. Which is okay. I want to hear. I want to know. I want to know.
Do you like abuse
what-
still? No, it's like,
I prefer it.
yeah.
So
Listen, let's get back on
no,
Cross-Eyed Mary.
no.
Cross-Eyed Mary has got more to tell.
So, I have experienced that women who have experienced abuse want in passionate situations to have abuse-like scenarios.
Yeah, because
Play it out.
they can control it. Because it's like
You said
they have more
control
they
it?
have more control over it, and like if
I got
someone
one more
does
verse
something
here.
bad to you,
I
and you
would
don't have
like to-
control. It's nice to have that
Bring to
situation.
it.
where you
I'm sorry.
do
I'm sorry,
control
Austin.
it.
No, because now I'm so enthralled now. No.
This is
because
why Freddie wants the middle seat.
I never wanted.
Listen, I have one more verse to go through, and then we can go back to
No,
battered
no,
women.
because I am
I'm
so
gonna leave
enthralled
a
in this.
link in the
No,
description if you've
I
been a
am
battered
so
woman,
enthralled
there
in
are
this.
resources. I
You
mean.
can
Women
look
being
up
battered.
the for fucking lyrics to Cross-Eyed Mary, whatever.
But they won't have our commentary,
Yeah.
which is a blessing.
Wait, it's being
And
recorded.
no one will have this
Got it.
conversation if it doesn't fucking happen.
That's true.
So, by a what would you think would cause a woman who was abused to want to be abused in a safe situation?
Hold on, I feel like
Yeah,
that's a contradiction
control.
of terms.
Yeah,
Abuse,
it's not
safe
abuse.
situation. Yeah, because then that's not abuse.
Like
abuse
play
is
play
not-
abuse.
Abuse
Yeah,
is not
mimic-
like
consented.
role play.
You know,
Yeah.
There we go.
role playing is what that would be.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then why is it that, at least in my experience, I find women
Maui,
who have
Now, come
actually
here.
been abused want to
Maui.
have
You
some
gotta pull
sort of
him. I gotta have to drag his
abuse
ass in there.
role playing in the bedroom.
Why?
Yeah, why is
Yeah, I
that?
think it's just like the control thing.
So
and stinky.
expound
And a
on
lot
that.
of women that
No,
weren't abused
No,
like
no, no.
it
So
too.
expound on that. Why is it a control thing?
What do you mean? Because you have, I don't know how to say that on here.
Wait, because
Because
you have
can,
control.
yeah, because you can stop it if you want, or you, I don't know. I don't
And
know.
then
But
I feel
what
like
if-
with a lot of
what if-
what
but what if the
society
person
is
who is
today
over you decides that you don't have that control?
Well,
Yeah,
that I
I
guess
don't
turns into abuse, but do they like it?
Yeah,
at
it
that
does
point?
turn
Be
into
like a-
abuse, but
Do they like it at that
exactly, that's the thing.
I think it's a
Well.
reliving of the trauma. You know,
Yeah.
like it's a way of processing that trauma is to do it, and maybe in a situation where it's more controlled, where you can
Mhm.
get closure, because you don't get a lot of closure, I think, with abuse.
That's a really
know?
good point.
I mean, I think
That is a
maybe-
really good point. So, have now let me ask, and I'm sorry if I'm going too deep. Have either of you been abused?
Don't ask that. Don't ask that question. Stop asking questions. Like
Okay, all right.
that. Come on. I mean, come on.
I've been abused.
But you don't have to say that. I feel like that's not right to ask anybody when this is not the context. There might be a place and a time.
They're
Live
out of
streaming on
camera
the
view.
internet?
They're out of camera view.
Live streaming on the internet, I feel like it's not.
They're out of
Out
camera
of camera
view.
view.
No one knows
Can we
who they are.
can we
edit our voices to where like
yeah, yeah,
that
that
really
You
really
wanna
like
sound
low
like Bane
voice.
from,
I
Yeah.
want to know about my life, do you? I was born in the darkness.
You merely lived in it.
No, but okay. Sorry if I'm crossing any boundaries by asking too many
I
questions.
feel like that's a cross. I don't want to talk about this. I really don't. I don't want to
wanna
talk about it.
I do want to talk about it because I want to talk about it with you too.
I've not been abused. I feel sorry for people who have. I'm thankful that I never was abused.
I don't think that.
I don't really have 2 cents to put on it. I mean, what can I say other more than it's a sign of
It's a fine line.
pure being lost. Pure, I mean,
Okay,
the evil that would have to
Some
be.
people
okay,
are
no,
totally
no, I
different
get
You
that,
know,
I get
to-
that.
levels of how they process
Okay,
it,
so you haven't been abused, but you've been neglected. Bro.
Have I been?
Yeah,
Maybe emotionally,
yeah.
To some
no,
standards?
No, you've been neglected.
Oh my
dude,
god.
but I don't seek
You
that.
don't
or
look like the
crave
same
that,
kid.
you know, or those kind of things.
And
Maybe
that's okay.
maybe when I was lost, still
How old is
maybe,
he?
but
Who are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, you big.
I don't have the bowl. It's in the car.
Yeah,
Oh,
Can we borrow your guys' bowl?
yeah, it's like I don't know. It needs to be cleaned out. So if you need
It's okay.
old poker and paper towel, there's just
Give it
spitting
a
out.
good-
It's spitting out the end.
Blow,
Yeah, it's
you
spitting
know.
out the
I
end,
hate
dude. So
that.
it's like
Just give it a good
Say,
blow.
I'll
It
sit here
should be
for
good.
45 minutes trying to clean it.
Give it a good smack and a good blow.
Listen, I got one more verse from Cross-Eyed Mary, and maybe this was a
This
wrong topic to
motherfucker
bring
doesn't
up.
want to talk about how he was neglected.
I don't.
Maybe you should, bro.
I have, and I will. It's not something I would like to talk about live streaming on the internet. You know? I believe in a such thing that is a forgotten term, but it used to be called a private life. And we've forgotten that. We put
The
everything on
media
social
area?
media. And I can't have an experience if I didn't take a picture for my Instagram or for my XYZ or you know, I believe in a private life. I have a private life. I share certain things with certain people I feel at certain degrees of comfortability with. Trust. I don't trust any of the people out there. You know what I'm saying? Before you overtalk me, before you rationalize, I don't trust any of the people out there. I don't trust any of the people who might see this, and they shouldn't trust me. You know? As far as they're concerned, I'm just a random stranger on the internet telling them bullshit. You know, and I'd like to keep it at that level. You know, it's like at least to some degree. You know,
It's a good level to keep it at.
and that I definitely feel is
Why do you
at
think
least
I'm
for
so-
right now.
Why do you think I'm so
to-
comfortable about telling all these people these fucking crazy stories about me breaking the law and fucking shit?
Breaking law is fun. Breaking the law is one thing.
Yeah, breaking the law is one
I
thing,
mean,
but you
what
know
you're talking about is against the law. But
Really-
and you see now,
really
I feel like we've
connecting
walked
with the
into this
motherfucker?
area we can't
Really
almost
connecting with the
walk away
motherfucker?
from.
Really
You know,
connecting with
it's
the
like
motherfucker?
we've stepped into a dark closet and I cannot find the light switch. You know, it's like so Cross-Eyed Mary, as you can see, beware when you turn it on because it is a dark tale.
Oh, no.
No,
This is what
this shit
inspired
is
this
really
conversation.
bad. This shit is
So,
really bad.
um,
No, that's not what inspired this conversation.
Well, I guess Aqualung and Cross-Eyed Mary put together because the fact is that
You're
Cross-Eyed
still
Mary
stuck on a bunch of
is
other
a young
shit.
whore, and then you started talking about the
I'm
abuse
talking
and
about
I don't know why we went that way or where it came from. If Cross-Eyed Mary didn't
Because-
spring that off and her kinks,
we're
Then I
if
don't
we're
know
gonna
where we
talk
got
about
it.
some shit
Yeah.
like this,
There are.
bro.
all
Right,
okay, I got another
all
one
right,
for you.
all right. No, talk
Give us
about,
another one.
Can we
Talk about Cross-Eyed Mary.
Can we take a Google trip to
Let's
look
go.
up what was the type of gray that person was?
Okay, hold on. Let me
Something
look up.
gray.
Oh yeah,
the,
what was that word?
I can't.
A
remember.
leching gray.
What's that? Let's find out that to get an idea of what if we're gonna
Wanna hit
discuss.
If we're
I
gonna
would
discuss, because she would rather make it with a leching gray.
Leching.
Is that L-E-L-E?
Etch. L-E etch.
Yeah.
He was L.E.
Let's go
etching.
quick spelling.
Barbeque, what the? Oh,
L-E-C-H-I-N-G.
hold on. let's-
PCH probably.
It's P-N-I-S.
Wow, like back in elementary school.
It's weird because
I
I'm
didn't
searching
catch that.
leching gray,
No.
and
No.
literally the lyrics
This
is
is
Cross-Eyed
the
Mary.
whole- This is
I cup, you know.
this is everything. This is all of everything that is being fucking talked about right now. Yeah.
Wait, did we find out what it means?
I'm looking
Maybe?
right now. The most I found is on Urban Dictionary, which is pretty much a perverted old man. A leching gray means
So,
like it was looking at someone with strong sexual desire, and a gray, I'm guessing, is like a gray-haired person.
He's just gray. He's like old,
Yeah.
blunt,
Act
like
of
dark.
lecherous, lustful manner.
See, so we got a
A
dirty
lustful
old man here.
gray.
And it's like she would rather make it with those guys, but we already know that Aqualung is definitely that type of guy, and even dirtier.
He's
So
speeding. And
she's like the female Aleister Crowley. She's just seeking out the sickest, worstest shit. So and this is the one verse the last verse, because it repeats pretty much after this. Hey, cross-eyed Mary finds it hard to get along. She's a poor man's rich girl, and she'll do it for a song. She's a rich man's stealer, but her favor's good and strong. She's the Robin Hood of Highgate, helps the poor man get along. Now, what are we talking about here?
Prostitution.
oh God,
That's what I see.
I'm with you.
I didn't know if there was any other
Defense.
interpretations, but
Okay,
I'm also
wait. Can I actually really say some shit right now? I know.
everyone put your children away for a minute. Just
No, for real. So, I went to see Oliver.
Oliver, the
musical.
cat with the cat.
No. It was the
You know the
Oliver-
fucking little cat that's in the Disney movie that makes friends with
dog.
makes friends with
Yes,
the
yes. I actually named my dog. I named my dog Dodger. Dodger.
that movie.
He's buried in Nate's mom's old house's backyard.
Huh? There's a Dodger back there.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes. And so.
Okay, so you went to see the musical. So
and
what are
my
we talking
mom,
about?
my mom covered it up so well.
We'll cover that well.
Because when they came to the musical, the number Papa.
You told me you loved this song.
I do love this song. When they hear Papa.
And this is why
It's a
everyone
walk.
loves it.
It's a walk.
So what? So she covered what? What did that?
So I was
Is it a
like,
dark song?
it's about being a hooker and about whoring your body out.
Papa.
Papa, when they hear
Oh, see, now it
Papa,
makes sense.
right?
I see French women.
Right?
And
And so I'm asking my mom, I'm like, yo, what are they talking about? And she's like, oh, they must just be talking about drinking and getting drunk and whatever. You know, when Papa being drunk. And I'm like, all right, I get that. That's cool.
My second guess.
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, all right, that's cool. I know,
Good on
no,
mom
okay,
for
no.
That's a good way to pass it off too. You know, drinking.
So
I feel like
this
that's
was
the
when I
closest.
was like
That's
my
close.
daughter's age, right?
Right.
We actually went and saw
The musical.
the musical at like the Henniger Center when I was like 11 or 12 years old, right? And that's when I was like, oh, what are they talking about? And then I was talking to somebody about it years and years later, which was like
you heard
maybe,
it on the radio.
this was maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, and I was talking to this person and I was like, oh, yeah, my mom was a fucking boss with that shit. Like, she was so fucking dope with that. Like, I didn't even know it back in the day that she was fucking covering that shit up. Like, I've got to fucking talk to her and tell her about that shit. So I actually called her and told her, and I was like, yo, I know what you fucking did with this fucking Papa shit. That's fucking dope. That's fucking cool as shit. And the next day, I was going out to her house, and the fucking song played on the fucking radio. Like, it wasn't a fucking, it wasn't a fucking thing. They're like,
We've talked about that before. Glitches in the
dude,
Matrix.
it was a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
simulation glitch. I was out there. and it was going out, and it was on the regular radio station that I listened to. On the regular night that I listened to it, and I'm going out there, and I start to hear this dude being like, "Oh, we're gonna let the ladies sing one now."
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And as soon as he said that, I
That's
was
that
like,
lighter.
this motherfucker's about to drop this fucking song. He's about to fucking pa right now. Right after I fucking talked to her about it. And sure enough. Yeah, dude. Like, what the fuck?
So
Glitches.
we were talking about glitches in the Matrix, and because I pulled up the name for the phenomenon, but everyone knows that feeling like when you learn a word all of a sudden, and then you start seeing it
That's-
everywhere.
that's
What is-
called
what is the
something.
word for
Uh,
that?
I have it. I have it right
That's
here.
like you see a car. That's
What
a
is the
certain
word for
color
that?
that
Okay,
you
I have
never
it- I
see.
have it right
I'll
here.
teach you something.
It's called the Bader-Meinhof phenomenon,
Bader
otherwise
Meinhof?
known
Oh, my God.
as the frequency illusion or recency bias.
The BM effect?
Is a situation where
Bader
something.
Is that
Meinhof,
what that
the
is?
Yes,
BM
the BM
effect?
phenomenon.
BM phenomenon.
When you recently
She
learned about
doesn't
something and it seems to appear
care.
everywhere. So what I think this is like, okay, imagine, and this is just a very simple example, but imagine right now you're working on, your algorithm inside the simulation is just 1 and 0, 1 and 0. Well, all of a sudden you learn 2, and so now they have to assimilate that into your
Great.
algorithm.
But
So
this is my
as they're
thing, dude.
pushing it in to break it up, it's like, yes, you're noticing 2 is now in there, and you're noticing it all of a sudden because whereas it just wasn't really there before, or whatever, and they say, oh, well, it was there. You didn't notice it. But now it's like this seemingly glitch because it's, Windows 95, and it's like they're trying to feed it now into your algorithm regularly, and so you get this fat lump, because that's how machines think. Like, I don't know. That's
Like a
exactly.
load of
Yeah, that's
information,
exactly
yeah.
how I think it. It's like
No, dude, but check me out on this, okay?
check Freddie on that. What did he use?
The fucking crazy shit about that is that's just talking about your memory and your motor memory. That's not talking about how your brain releases chemicals. If you want to talk about how your brain releases chemicals, you can talk about the phenomena of frisson. At least that's how I think it's pronounced. It's derived from the French word.
Well, what? What about your brain releasing chemicals? What about
It's
it?
derived from the French word frisson, which means to shiver. And what basically this phenomena is when you experience a certain
Oh, the
stimuli,
music you were telling
most
me.
of the time it's audible stimuli. It causes your brain to just straight dump dopamine. And you get this shivering feeling when your brain does that. And so, like I said, the French called it frisson, like I said, which means to shiver.
I got a definition right here. So it says the phenomenon of chills or goosebumps that comes from a piece of music or from any other aesthetic experience is called frisson, and it's been one of the big mysteries. Okay, that wasn't. But yeah, that's.
So we have to play at least a little bit of a song right
Dude, you can't do that shit.
now. At least
bro.
a little bit.
Don't you
At
know
least
how
a little
YouTube
bit.
works?
No, I don't give a fuck how YouTube works.
You want to examine some lyrics?
No, I want to
Give us one of your frisson
I want to
songs.
examine some bars. Ennio Morricone.
Enrique Iglesias?
Ennio Morricone, who has been, which it's so sad. He's like the
I can be your hero, baby.
he is like
Goosebumps on that.
he is
Whole
like
body.
Kiss away your pain.
Head to toe.
you guys know seriously.
But this is the best one.
he is like the
Falsetto, yeah.
Then he goes back
Nice.
low.
you can.
But it's more of a-
It's a heavy breath.
my
Yes.
breath
Before
away.
he gets
That's you need to be here.
I can be your hero.
They need to smell the garlic.
We need to live stream one night when
But
I'm
no,
breaking out the
seriously.
karaoke machines. Because
Yeah.
we can really,
That would
like
be-
I said, we got
I
three
can
neighbors.
be a hero,
Exactly. My
baby.
neighbors don't want to hear about
Ah,
female
yeah.
My neighbors want to hear Enrique.
Hey, but no, for real.
Listen, it's funny that you bring this up because I showed Kira when we were driving
His
around
name
an
in English
example
is
around
Henry
Is he?
Churches. By the way.
God damn it! Would
Henry
someone
Churches.
listen to me for
Enrique-
just a
Enrique,
second?
Henry,
doesn't
Henry Churches. I'm
That's
telling you.
That's his name?
It is.
Leonardo
Henry
DiCaprio didn't get
We're gonna get copyright for that.
his fucking
Yeah.
Oscars for years and years and years and years as much as he fucking.
Who cares? He got his paycheck, didn't he?
Yeah, alright.
But
Shit,
did
man,
but,
what the
did Ennio? But did Ennio? Because
Who is
yeah, yeah, exactly. You know who the fuck DiCaprio is, but who's Ennio? All the motherfucker who did all the fucking shit, the music, and all of his fucking movies,
That's
man.
a different ballgame. You know that faces sell. That's the game. Listen, you sign a contract, dog.
Enrique had the goods.
Why didn't you have a fucking lawyer? Read the contract over.
Just
You know,
a
he's
few
not trying to
years
get an
ago,
Oscar.
just a few years ago, Ennio Morricone got his first Oscar
I didn't know they even gave him out for that.
for his score on the Hateful Eight.
I never
He
saw it.
worked with Tarantino.
Listen, I gave Kira today. We saw one of my Christian songs. A song that always, every time, gives me goosebumps. It's a Chris Cornell song.
Oh yeah.
Slaves and Bulldozers.
Okay.
And when he's like, this little part where he's just, man, he really belts out. And he really screams, and it's every time, man, I'm just like, hey, my boy!
So you know what really hits me every time
Which one?
is because I'm all about the guitar. Cemetery Notes. Those pinch harmonics every time, just like
Mike, you got a goosebumps song?
I got a goosebumps.
I just thought about Goosebumps books. That's
Yes.
what that made me.
I was just thinking about those the other day.
Goosebumps.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, my
sure.
girl's wearing a
Oral-
Goosebumps t-shirt
Oral
right now.
Sign.
I used to love those books.
Mhm.
I really did, man. They were, some of them were scary. Those were some
They
of the
were
first
pretty
ones I remember that was
fucking-
like, when the choose your own adventure or
Yeah.
those were sick, like I remember those, man. Like,
I went to
Yeah,
the,
hell yeah.
you can fuck those up easy.
Yeah.
Wrote the whole
Fuck
deal
those
up
up
there.
easy.
Because you're like, well, hold your two fingers and be like, what's the two options?
Yeah. Oh, lots of that.
It takes away the
You
whole,
Just instilling
You feel
anxiety
guilty.
in
You feel-
children. It's like,
It was.
yeah, it's like,
I don't know.
you want a book to make you uncomfortable? It's like,
RL, you bastard.
oh man. Yeah, lots of that. I'm still, I gotta answer this question. It's a question we asked earlier. Sorry.
Yes.
And it's probably one of the number one search things on Google. Did Garth Brooks write the Thunder Rolls?
11.
No.
What is that
No
song?
way.
And I don't think he did.
It's about
What?
This
What
woman
is that
getting
one
cheated
song?
on.
It says he
Oh.
co-wrote it.
You
No,
know
what-
what
what
song I really
that's
love?
bullshit.
Rolls.
No. What?
Good song.
Thunder.
It's another heart. It's
Lightning-
another heart wrencher.
Lightning crashes.
By live.
Yes, that's a heart wrencher, dude.
that
That's a
is
heart
one.
wrencher.
I feel like he wrote
That's
that.
such a heart wrencher.
I feel like that wasn't that was too weird to be done by some ghostwriter.
No, for real.
You know.
Do you guys know
The
what
angel
Phil Collins in the
opens
air is
her
about?
eyes,
What?
her
Phil
pale
Collins.
blue colored eyes.
The air. You know
Like,
what it's about?
When
Wait,
he
what?
drowned that woman and he seen him in his bar and it never thought, like, what did Eminem say it was?
oh
In
wait.
the air and the night when it,
No,
Eminem has
I
some
was-
songs
I
like,
was talking
and you saw
about.
in the hand
I
in the
thought
rain
he
when
was
he
talking
drowned
about
and I never came.
what was goddamn.
Have you seen Phil Collins' wife?
No, God.
I thought Phil Collins was better than that, dog. Listen,
Taylor?
oh my lord.
Look her up.
Bro.
We'll look her up.
You need to see Phil and his wife together. I
You know
just
what's
searched.
weird?
I'm the wrong person to talk to about that.
I don't know why I saw it.
Oh!
Really?
She looks like one of like those tiger ladies. That,
Like
Does
I
she-
saw a
plastic
picture of
surgery.
him.
Does she
He
look
was like pale ass white.
He's-
Does she
And
look
with the
like
Oh my
cane.
god, yes.
Tilda Swinton?
Yeah, is that that's
I'm
what
the
she's
fucking
saying,
wrong
right?
person
Look at
to
these
talk
two
to about
together.
this.
Like, look, this is. I thought
I
Blow
Phil
think
was.
blow
Tilda
that
Swinton's
up
hot
for
as
me.
fuck.
Ew! That's funny.
Dude, when she was in, when she was the ancient one,
Phil Collins'
And,
ex-wife now wants 20 million
That
to
is a
leave his.
very
Was
forty
it
weird
Doctor
million.
area,
Strange?
whatever.
And I'm just
Yeah.
like Phil.
and when she was,
I thought you were about true
dude,
love.
no,
You know that these
hot
kids
as
don't love
fuck, dude.
Something was in the air.
She probably was at one time.
And it
She's
was
not
You think
obsessed with
she's
her looks.
poison.
She probably was too.
Phil. I mean,
I don't think she is. I just think that like the certain looks that she
Yeah.
takes
Go look
on.
up pictures of her from 15 years ago now.
was
She probably looks the same.
No.
She
less
looks the
plastic
same.
surgery.
No, The Beach. You ever watch the movie The Beach with her
with
and
Leonardo DiCaprio.
DiCaprio? Yeah.
Not even the same woman.
No.
Yeah. No, she
No,
she
he's
looks
talking about
exactly
someone
the fucking same.
No, I know. I was talking about that.
Listen, I thought Phil was better. Does Phil write his own songs? Oh, yeah, I guess.
No, he doesn't.
No, there's no way.
Phil Collins?
He
No.
did the
He's a
Tarzan
performer.
shit.
No.
Does anyone like the song?
Yeah, he did the Tarzan shit. You think he wrote?
That's
all
not a
those
list
fucking
of
songs?
bangers.
It is a list of bangers, but you think he wrote all
His
of those
discography
songs?
could stand on the
No,
Tarzan alone, and I
He
would love it.
did not write all of those songs. Those
I
were
wanna know.
those were
Can you
Disney
show me?
propagated fucking bullshit.
I wanna know how fast that lightning.
Hold
That's
on,
what
hold on,
I
hold
love from the Tarzan.
on. Give me the strength to be strong and the wisdom to be wise.
There's no
All
way Phil
these
didn't write that.
things will come to you in time. Yeah, that's that shit. No, he didn't write that shit.
What
Of
about
course-
that song that's
No,
like
he did not write that.
Caribbean Queen? Now we're sharing the same dream, and our hearts that beat as one. No
You're thinking of a
more.
cover.
I know. I heard that song
You're
today.
thinking
Dog.
of a
I was like,
cover.
this song fucking slaps, dog.
That's like the
Caribbean Queen, now we're sharing
You gotta
the
listen to
same
Pablo
dream.
Cruz if you like
I
that.
can't.
Listen
I
to
hear it every
Pablo
fucking
Cruz.
day at Publix. I just
Play
cannot.
that at Publix, man. That's a hit, man.
Okay, so there's
Oh
this
my
one
God.
song that he does
Phil.
with Phil Collins. He does
With Bone Thugs.
another Phil someone.
He does a song with Bone Thugs.
No, he does
Did
another
he do a
song
song
with
about
Phil
that, or was
someone,
he
Yes.
incorporated
and
into
it's
it?
No,
dope
because
as
they
fuck.
shot the music video together.
Oh, stop.
So I was
And
like, he had to
the
be
song
in this.
is like
He at least put his
the
stamp of
song is
approval on it,
like-
and that's good enough for me.
That's good enough.
it's not Man Eater, but it's like
Oh, with the Hall and Oates?
no.
Because that's a set of gentlemen.
Easy Lover. She's an easy
Oh yes, I do love that song.
Yeah. But that's
Um,
Phil Collins and another Phil.
Oh fuck! What and how's it go? Because I know. Yeah, no, I do love that. One thing you guys will come to learn about me, I love singing in a high pitched voice. For some reason, a lot of the music I know, whether it's a high pitched voice or not, I enjoy singing it like that. So
Sing
always
it then,
these songs-
sing it.
I don't
sing
know
it.
the words.
No, right now. Just do the cadences.
How's it going? How's that? No, okay, yeah, that one guy's part. He's like, I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while since all I got on my mind is Caribbean Queen. That's all I can think of. Because I'm like, wow.
It's got like a yacht rock kind of.
Yacht rock.
Who's that?
That's
Billy,
coming this summer.
Billy Ocean.
That's the
Billy
next
Ocean.
one.
Christopher Cross. That's where you get the, he's the one who really,
Listen.
don't listen. But
Let's-
just trust me.
Oh my gosh, he would the fucking. Run like the wind.
Yeah, That's the one I'm thinking.
Yes, dude.
Yes.
Yes.
What
Yes.
song? What song are we talking?
Oh, Christopher Cross, Run Like the Wind.
Yeah, Run Like.
Oh my God, that song is dope.
You
as
want to be on a
fuck.
I
boat
really
with the
think that
open
one
shit?
Yeah,
plays.
you really
That
want
one
to
plays at
fucking
Publix
feel like
too,
a
dude.
boss?
hair all salty.
Just listen to that
Public
song.
playlist.
Oh man.
You guys have a playlist?
So
Well,
I made
obviously,
one
'cause
up
the same
for
songs play
all
over and
of
over.
Okay,
the movie
listen.
of The Wedding Singer
Do they
in
make
They've
chronological
added
order.
new songs.
I did
like
create
the
it.
last year.
Listen, so let's examine these lyrics. I can't say I'm familiar with these songs.
Play the song.
So it says,
I'm gonna beat you up.
listen,
Play the song.
You can't do that, man. I thought I gave you the rules before we started this thing. Yeah, exactly. I've already got one strike against me because I
God
violated
damn it.
community guidelines.
You've already got
before.
one.
Yeah,
Oh.
and it wasn't even that bad. It was
You're
a
on the
3-minute
board.
Would
video.
you help him if I started beating him up?
Yes, you would. Yes, you would, babe.
No, she
You would
wouldn't.
run inside and get the blowtorch. That's what it's gonna take to
She
stop
wouldn't.
Freddie.
That's why you're
Okay,
sitting there
you
telling
need to
her
get the
that she would.
blowtorch.
I'm about to beat you the fuck up.
Listen, I just
Play
want to
this
know.
fucking song.
I want to know what the song's
She's not
about.
gonna do shit.
I
Play this fucking
So
song.
it's the night. My body's weak. I'm on the run. It's no time to sleep. I've got to ride. Ride like the wind. To be free again. Is this an upbeat kind of song or
Oh,
is it
yeah.
introspective?
It's like beat it, dude it.
I like Foreigner?
It's like
Kinda.
funky. It's funky. It's like Sticks.
Okay, let's get into the next
Like
part.
later
Good
Sticks.
comparison,
Like
yeah.
later Sticks.
And I've got such a long way to go. Such a long way to go.
And I've got such a long. I'm
To
pretty
make
sure that's
the
Michael
border of
McDonald.
Mexico.
Isn't that Michael McDonald? And I've got such a long
So I'll
way
ride
to
like
go.
the wind. Ride like the wind.
Give it to the border of
I was
Mexico,
born the son of a
so
lawless man.
I beep,
Always
beep,
spoke my
beep,
mind with a
right
gun in
like
my
the
hand.
wind. Beep, boop, beep,
Lived 9
beep,
lives,
beep.
gunned down 10. He's a murderer.
You're a murderer. You're murdering
And he's gonna
how
ride like
this
the wind.
song should
So
go.
this song goes
I'm
like
gonna beat the
it's,
fuck out of
it's
you.
about a man who
and the
goes.
woman's not gonna do a
He's
thing
a
about
serial
it.
killer. He's talking about going town to town
I'm a
killing.
serial
By boat.
killer.
Via
He's joking.
via sea.
I don't need the FBI.
I am not joking. I am a serial killer. You can find
You're
the
putting
bodies
major
that I've
red
hidden.
flags as far as the words you're saying. You've talked about abusing women. You're saying serial killer. You're putting major red flags for my. This video is not going to get suggested to anyone. And the people who do get it suggested to, I want you to know we are not right-wing extremists. We're not white supremacists.
What
We're
is
not any
right
of these
wing?
things.
My right shoulder
We're not it.
hurts.
I'll tell you. We're not
My
any of
right
these
shoulder
wings.
hurts, bro.
2 wings on a corrupt bird. You know.
Yeah.
All these red flags that Freddie is putting out here, I want you to know HashBrown 2 legit does not represent any of that.
He is not representative of anything that I
No,
say.
Freddie is the individual. We like freedom of speech on this channel.
Mhm.
As
I'm
abrasive
Freddie.
as it can be.
I'm awesome.
As abrasive as it can be.
And I'm about to beat the fuck out of
Oh.
Hash Brown.
Freddie's a gentle soul.
Yeah, no, I'm just playing. I would never actually beat the fuck
So-
out of Hash Brown.
So let's continue here. We've established that he's killed at least 10 men and he's running. He says he's got a long way to go.
Not me, this dude in this
Border of
song.
Mexico. He'll ride like the wind. Okay, accused and tried and told to hang. I was nowhere in sight when the church bells rang. Never was the kind to do as I was told. Gonna ride like the wind before I get
See,
old.
but that kind of implies he was gonna get hung and he had the option to escape.
Like, yeah.
Who doesn't imprison? Who's
Like,
gonna
hey,
hang?
we need you here at 3 because we're gonna hang you.
Right.
So if you could be
I'll
here.
be there.
Yeah, it's like-
I'll be there early.
But
Um,
if you
and then-
know that you deserve to be
Well, he
hanged-
says it's in the night.
It was a
His
different
body
time
is
back then.
weak.
Yeah.
I'm on the
Accept your
run.
fate.
No time to sleep.
Well,
So maybe
yeah,
he
yeah,
ran.
it could
Maybe
be.
he, you know,
It could be.
little action with the jailer. Perhaps.
Oh, maybe.
What's behind the scenes?
It's
That's what
a
I. That's what I
jail
encourage you
run.
viewers to always ask yourselves. What
If
is
you
behind
broke
the scenes?
free, then you would run. Right
Question
like
the
that.
questions they
Well,
tell you
how
not to
did
question.
you break free? That's what it seems.
He broke free and he's riding like the wind.
Before
Makes
he
you
gets old.
wonder.
Before he's old, before he's caught. He obviously has zero remorse for the lives he's taken.
Straightforward.
Yeah. And they say that, that's why I always say music has never changed. It's always been about partying, fucking, and violence. Period.
Okay, can we do one thing real quick?
Except then there breaks in that people like Tim McGraw who have heart issues.
Can we do one thing real
And they
quick?
come
'Cause
from
this is
around,
the
and that's why I
heart
say it's cheating.
No, this is not cheating, and this is why it's not cheating. Is because it's not
What lyrics you want us to examine?
Alien Ant Farm.
Oh, wow.
Honey, are you okay? Are you okay?
No, not the.
I like that. I like
I
that
do
song.
love that, but not the Michael Jackson cover. I'm talking about the actual song.
I didn't know they made
Uh,
more songs.
Dude, get
I
on
mean, they
board.
probably came on with a CD.
So
but
the
I
song,
didn't-
the song Attitude, bro.
Let's examine.
And there are other songs on this album as well that are just like, there are songs that the lyrics are timeless. There's another song on here, he says, trying to give you some love, but I'm answer. Wish I could make you scream.
All right, I got the lyrics here. It's not too long. It says,
Yeah.
maybe I act on
And it's
confused
dope as
behavior.
fuck, dude. Yeah,
Maybe
no.
waves
Maui,
crash
go potty.
Play
like a
this song.
Go
semi-trailer.
potty.
Maybe waves crash like
Bowie.
semi-trailers.
Maybe I'll spend my off time without you. It seems like we need our
I
own
can
space.
see you.
And all the time I wasted away, I don't feel good unless you stay. All the time I chased you away,
Maui.
simply
Are
to
you
catch
serious
back
right
up
now?
with.
Come on.
Your
Go
sol-
potty.
your solitude is welcome. Your attitude is welcome.
Solitude is where
All you see is red lights behind me. Maybe this isn't what you wanted,
He's like, no.
baby. I don't blame you falling backwards. No one's ever quite confused you this way. And all this time we wasted away. We don't feel good unless we're gray. And all the times I chased you away.
No, that's not right.
What's it say there? We don't feel good unless we're what?
No. Waves. Unless we're great. Not unless we're gray. It's unless we're great.
Those are two different things, and that
Those are
makes a big
two
difference.
different. Makes a big difference.
No, but that's those are the lyrics. That we don't feel good unless we're great. It's not we don't feel
Makes
good unless
more
we're
sense.
gray.
That makes, yeah, that makes
Those
more
lyrics,
We don't
those
feel good
lyric
unless
places
we're
can be a
great.
little spot.
And all the times I chased you away, I simply don't feel good. Your solitude is welcome, your attitude is welcome. All this time we heard alarms. Come to find we fell apart. This whole thing has crashed down and crashed down. All this time we heard alarms. Your solitude is welcome, your attitude is welcome, you are welcome. See, that sounds like probably one of the deeper ones. I would
Dude,
hit
if
this.
you actually listen to the
hitting on
fucking
some
song,
deeps.
the rhythm is so good. It's I wish we could actually fucking show some of the fucking real shit on this fucking shit.
Some of these things I'll start shooting on BitChute or Trump social media.
Man,
A
fuck
place with
Trump
no walls.
social media.
Yeah, I gotta go place with no walls.
Can't we
Place where
just
they're not gonna
punch
find you.
everyone in the face who...
But we've been having a good time. We've been hanging out. We've been running this thing. We've been upset, Freddie.
It's okay.
We've been on best behavior.
It's
We've
okay.
been good. We've
I've
good.
been on best behavior, haven't
Freddie's been good.
I? I haven't. done
Yeah,
anything.
you know. So what? Should we wind it up, or what do you guys what?
I think we
We're
should
out of
wind it
beers.
up.
Put
I
the
think,
old bow on
We're
her.
out of beers.
I think everyone out there watching should go and research everything that we've talked about, including all of Alien Ant Farm lyrics and
That's Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull.
Yeah,
All that shit.
definitely check that shit out.
McGraw.
You know, next
Tim
time we gotta go
McGraw.
over some movies.
Check out Tim McGraw. Check out. Just
Check them out. Rewatch it.
Just
I want you to share this with your friends, your
live your
families.
life, man.
It's been educational.
life.
This is for children.
Take anything
appropriate.
that you enjoy and share
Have some
it
rough spots.
with anyone that you love.
That's similar to the Tim McGraw
Take-
song.
Yeah,
Take-
we're
Live it
we're
up.
we're reaching
Take
for the heart.
anything that you enjoy and
But in the
share
end,
it
we'll
with
just do anything
anyone
based
that
on
you love.
selfish survival.
Mhm.
You know, we'll just eat everything in our path.
That's another thing I think about survival mode. Well, I do. You know, it's topics for maybe the next session. It's one thing I enjoy asking Freddie because Freddie is my evolution buddy. You know, so we ask each other these questions at work. but I'm like-
We're incredibly contradictory of each other
Yeah,
at most times. So.
No, I think about why do evolutionists get mad over endangered species? Like, isn't it just natural process that these
No,
things
it
would
really
die out
is.
if they're not
No.
strong enough?
And
If the polar bears aren't strong enough to live at 80
that's
degrees, let them
something-
fucking
that's
die.
something that
You
I
know,
actually
it's like-
agree with. Like these panda bears, that
Let them die.
They
It's
only,
evolution, baby.
They only eat bamboo,
You know?
and they only fuck like once every.
It's like
2
you were
whatever.
born to die.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Let your
You know,
species
if-
go. That's fine.
Exactly. What
You're
do we
not
need it for?
providing
Nothing.
anything else
We
to
know that
any other
humans-
species. What else are you contributing to the ecosystem?
Nothing. They're a tax. They're a burden.
If
On
you
this
are
earth.
actually contributing something else to the ecosystem, then
What does
yes.
a polar bear contribute? What does
Absolutely.
any of these animals
Oh,
contribute? That's why we need to
polar
invest
bears,
in
Polar
robotics.
bears actually do contribute
Because
a
you know
lot
what?
to the ecosystem.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Well, you know what? When it starts hitting 80 degrees, 90 degrees up there, better start putting in, a bit more. All right? Because
Well, I hope they get smart,
if
fast,
they die
and
off-
start adapting, because they are important.
Who?
Panda bears aren't really important. Polar
Well,
bears are pretty
we
important.
will adapt.
I know we will.
We'll adapt. That's why I say don't worry about the bumblebees.
I was just talking to Gary about
Because we'll adapt over.
about adaptation.
According to evolution, hey, the strong will survive.
And if we don't,
Oh my god.
Fuck
I
it.
can't with them.
Yeah!
We're done.
fate.
Yeah, it's evolution,
Exactly,
baby.
man.
There was never any point because
Who
everything is just
cares?
mass and motion.
Who cares?
You know?
Good
And that's
run.
what-
Exactly.
That's it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all it is.
We had a fucking good run.
Next. You know, and it's just like, man. No, I do think that was good. They do make
That's
me laugh.
straight though. I'm down with that. I'm down with having a good run.
And there's many things. I'd love to get into evolution, but Freddie has obviously already been getting heated. I'm not trying to
Bro, we can
push
get
any more
into,
buttons on that microwave.
we can get into more shit.
Freddie's not ready.
I am so ready.
Nah, I'm just
We don't have to get heated. It's okay.
We're not
We can
getting heated.
continue
We're
to.
supposed to be tying it
How,
down.
how long have we been doing this? How long?
No,
have we
I
been
know.
having
I'm
this
trying to
fucking-
excite the people for the next episode.
Next-
This is showbiz.
Next episode, you'll see me getting heated
Next
as
episode,
fuck.
I'm building a
about
fucking cage in the backyard.
RNA and DNA and chromosomes and
We're having
mitochondria
An
and
evolution
the way
versus
that nuclear
creationism
fucking
cage
power
match.
is created in
Tables,
nuclear
ladders,
fucking
chairs, all that.
cells of fucking human organisms. We're gonna go into that shit and we're gonna really get down into it.
The
So
question I want you guys to ask and look up before next episode is what evolved first?
no, you can't. No.
The heart, the blood vessels, or the blood?
Oh God, no!
that's the killer. Which one evolved first? Because any creature surely that evolved one without the other two.
I thought we talked about this.
We
before.
did, but they haven't. Any
we got
creature that
these.
evolved with one of those without the other two would
All right.
surely have died off because it would be nothing. There would have been no reason to pass it on to the
So
next generation.
everyone who
had
has
to be
a
bumble
heart
genes.
and
Had to be
blood vessels
simultaneous.
and DNA, please reply to
You
us.
know? Because
Tell
we have
us what you
single-celled
think.
organisms that don't
Tell
have
us
blood and stuff. So if
who
we came from
or
that.
what you think evolved first. We'll get back to you.
What do you
Will
want
let
first?
us know
Like, why could you
what
imagine
we
a creature
think
crawling out of the water and it
once
just
you
has this
let
huge
us
sack of
know
blood
what you think.
with no way to pump it around or veins for
Let
it to
us
travel
know.
through? It's just a bunch of blood.
We're gonna fucking
and it's
give
like,
it a
I gotta
fucking-
pass this on. I gotta pass this.
How do
And you know
I
what?
turn this off,
If
bro?
we make it another million years, my kids will evolve vessels. For hopefully but until another
That's
million
not how
years
it
go by
works.
and
Rough
their
goes-
kids
rough
That's
going.
get a
not how
heart,
it works.
it's all gonna be, and could you imagine when you really start to think about it critically, like, because it seems so pretty when it's in the picture and it's like, well, yeah, these animals have 4 legs.
That's not
And
how
these
it
did,
works.
and it's this, and it's this. And then it's like, well, but where did the real things about evolution, like if we were to-
Austin, turn
from
this
goo
off.
to zoo. From goo to the zoo.
We're
to
gonna
you.
fucking bid you guys farewell until next week. Thank
Yep,
all of
thank
you
guys
so much
That
for
was
tuning
solid
in.
3 hours.
We love you all. Everyone who tuned in.
I don't know how to turn
Have
it
a
off.
nice night. We'll get back to you next week and let you know about how shit works on.
Oh, are you sure you
fucking
want to stop
bullshit.
streaming? Yep, HashBrown 2 legit. Thanks for tuning in, yo. Boom.